Hello, hello. Yeah, they are. They're just running late. So I figured I'd just take this time to go ahead and just do some backtracking real quick. Yes, I do have a cat. She is adorable. I don't take enough pictures of her. I've sent a couple pictures to the chat about it, with her. Let me see if I have a recent one. I'll send it in right now. Cat. Where's a picture of my cat?
button on. There we go.
Hey, Cameron.
Hey. I'm not actually looking at the thing yet.
That's fine.
I'll share my screen. You don't want to see what I'm doing over here. It's on
I am
here.
looking for a picture of my cat because
Oh.
it has been requested, and I'm having a hard time finding a picture of my cat. I don't take enough pictures of my cat, apparently.
Oh, that's right. I took Discord off my phone because it made my phone vibrate once every few seconds, all the time, always. And I needed it to not do that. Beep 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 beep.
I need to go through my phone and delete a bunch of pictures.
Beep 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 beep.
Well, I will take a picture of my cat later tonight and post it in our Discord because I can't
Good.
find one.
The world needs pictures of your cat right now. With her little face.
Her little adorable face.
Her tiny adorable face. I met a cat. A friend of mine has a cat named Cosmo.
Oh, yeah.
And Kyle, I don't know how you're going to take this, but this cat's face is smaller yet somehow rounder than your cat's face.
It seems that the smaller their face gets, the rounder it gets. That seems to be a pattern I noticed.
Yeah. I hope one day I get to meet a cat whose face is completely spherical, but very small. Maybe too small. Nah. That can't be.
Can't happen.
That can't happen. Oh god, I opened the browser and was watching a bunch of clips from Jujutsu Kaisen. Because I didn't want to start a full episode, but I wanted to enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen, so...
Okay, I can't get to that from here, which means I gotta get to it from the other side. I just, since you or Rob weren't there yet, I was like, oh, I'll just go ahead and do some backtracking and try and get some, more items and the such.
Yeah. Alright, I've got the Twitch stream up now.
Okay, are you just gonna watch it on Twitch?
Well, I'd like to watch it as you're doing things without the delay.
Yeah, if that's the case, you gotta get the...
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I forgot how to do that. Oh, that's nice. Ah. Yep. I have to unmute that, but then... So if you mute the player, it doesn't count as a view.
Huh.
I learned. But if you mute it through the... Like, if you go up to the tab at the top and mute it that way, then it counts as a view, and I don't have the overlap. I learned that when I was playing the mecha game. What is this little creature?
The little... What, this thing?
Well, that little thing that you're obliterating.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh, you're fleeing from him now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with him right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Some of these look like Castlevania enemies.
I can see that.
Like, I could have sworn that was a fairy or maybe a small succubus. Oh, get him. Okay, it wasn't a fairy or a small succubus. It was that thing. Oh! Oh, good. You got your Eon tank. So I've never played this one.
Yeah? Not even the original, like, Game Boy one?
No.
Okay.
I've never played Samus Returns.
Cool.
This is a new experience for me. I mean, it's not entirely new because it was a Metroid.
Yeah.
But I
New
think
enough.
I get the gist, but I've never seen these exact corridors and platforms before.
I need to change from my super missiles. I do not need my super missiles.
You don't need your super missiles. What are you doing?
Just wasting them.
Get it together. Well, come on. Come on. I did play that one Castlevania game that came out around the time as this remake, Dawn of Innocence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that game was good. It actually used the touchscreen in a way that I didn't hate.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
This one only uses the touchscreen for a couple things. Unfortunately, one of the things that's going to be very annoying is like I have to hit the touchscreen while holding R on my controller
Oh, that is
to switch
irritating.
to my super missiles. So
Oh no, I hate that.
that
Okay.
might be a bit difficult whenever I'm in the middle of a battle, for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes, I guess.
We'll see. Oh, you got a little punch.
Yeah, you have a little counter.
Samus your punch. Um. Yeah, in Dawn of Innocence, you would come across some doors that are sealed, so you would need to go and learn the sigil to undo the seal.
Yeah, and then you have to draw
Yeah,
it
and then you would
stylus,
draw
right?
it on the. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked that. That was engaging but not obtrusive. You see.
Okay, so I can't get that one. Ooh, there's a bunch of them over there. Okay, I guess I'll go over there.
It also had a bunch of different weapons to use, and one of them was just like a Glock.
Just a gun.
Just a gun. It was just a handgun.
Motherfucking gun.
And it wasn't like powerful or even that good. Like its only strength was that you could attack at range, but it was so funny to use. I enjoyed using it so much because it's just like, take this, Dracula. Bah, 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 bah.
That's good.
I'm no Belmont. I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid, and my life is a nightmare.
Ow! God damn it.
Oh, well, you're in here now. This looks like a boss room. Is this a boss room?
No, it's a place to get an item.
Ah,
I already got
oh,
it. Yeah.
oh, I see.
Now I've got to go back this way. It's where I got my bomb power up for the first time.
Ah, all becoming clear to me now. Oh, look out for this little... It looks like one of the Pokemon from Gen 5 whose name I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like the big rock crystal, three-footed laser tank.
Oh, by the way, yeah, I Hate You in the chat was wanting to talk to you about IDW Transformers, by the way.
Oh, okay. I hate you.
Yes, in the chat.
Like JoJo.
It's cool, man, from...
Oh, I missed something. I see like JoJo. JoJo. After we finished recording, I went and listened to a lot of JoJo opening theme songs, like I usually do. But I got just really into it this time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this game sounds pretty good.
It's got some good music.
Got some good tunes. Brr, 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 brr. That reminds me, I was gonna reorganize my display case because I haven't in a while.
Yeah, I did that the other day for mine. For my puzzle.
Yeah. Well, what I mean by reorganize my display case is mostly get them out and play with them.
Ah, yes.
And then... Because Toy Story really had an effect on me, and I don't want them to get upset with me. Because they all have such big guns.
Yeah, that could end badly, you know? You gotta be careful.
Thoughts on making Orion Pax commit police brutality in the comics? Caught me a little off guard. I mean... I was actually thinking about this earlier. At some point in the comics, as early as the Marvel run of the comics, which was airing alongside the TV show, more or less, somebody realized, hey, these guys are just robots, so we can do whatever we want to them.
Yeah.
So the Transformer comics have always been incredibly violent.
Yeah.
But there has... in almost every timeline where Optimus Prime, or back when he was Orion Pax, has been portrayed as like a cop on Cybertron, which I like as a backstory for him. I think it fits his very sort of straightforward, like, this is the good thing to do, this is the bad thing to do, whether that's true or not.
Sure.
He has, like... sometimes just in the name of making a big entrance, he has, like, landed on perps from very high up and just crushed them beneath his feet. He has dismembered folks to quote unquote disarm them, because you get it. Yeah. Because I mean they're robots. He can just take them to his good buddy Ratchet and get that arm welded back on. It's fine.
That's fine.
So there's a lot you can do in the Transformer comics. That don't necessarily have the same sting because of just the nature of Cybertronian physiology. And I think it's really easy for a writer to make Optimus Prime a cop and then have him just brutalize people that he's chasing. Sometimes for just like robbery. Or like burglary was one. Someone stole something, so he chased them and like tore their arms off. Like he's just really hardcore. And it's sometimes easy for a writer to be like, well, it's not that big of a deal for Cybertronians, but it does represent him as like, frankly, a pretty bad cop. I love Shockwave's backstory, even though he's kind of a robo-stew. Yeah, Shockwave... I have a tumultuous relationship with Shockwave in the comics, because sometimes he is incredibly interesting. As part of the More Than Meets the Eye storyline, there is a... So the Decepticons were essentially a revolutionary group who were... I think and they're framed in the story as being in the right, and they rebel against an oppressive ruling class on Cybertron. And part of how that ruling class sort of exerted their power over troublemakers, or people who just disrupted the status quo, is they would take away your face and replace it with just that sort of mono eye that Shockwave has. Or in extreme cases, like with my good boy Whirl, they would take away your face and your hands, giving you just these little grabby claws. Fuck with your mind a little bit. Which he had started to be categorized as kind of like the Autobots' Deadpool. But then they gave him this backstory that I think is much more interesting than just he's a wacky guy. But yeah, so Shockwave had the defacification done to him, and different writers have taken that different directions. Like he's, yeah, that's right. So that's kind of a big bomb that we learned.
World created Megatron?
Yeah, so like
in a psychological sense, or like...
Let me look it up so I don't get it wrong, because I read it years ago. Meets the eye. Back on the good old Transformers wiki. Haven't been here in a while. Hi everyone.
Space jump. I could jump forever.
More Than Meets the Eye also has a really well done arc with Megatron joining the Autobots and kind of reckoning with, all that he's done.
Well, I've always liked, lately they've been doing a lot of stuff with Megatron where they're really establishing that, like, it is just it's kind of a Magneto Professor X situation a lot lately, where they're like,
I like
hey,
when they play it that way.
He's not actually like that evil. Like it's just
he's
really
not
just
a cackling
ideology.
Saturday morning cartoon villain.
Yeah,
he's a guy that went to certain extremes,
and like,
some people took his.
Far, some people.
Yeah. They do a great job of showing that. It gets surprisingly deep for Transformers in showing sort of the nature of what history regards as terrorism. Kind of depends on what side of it you were on. God, that series is just so good.
By the way, Rob said he just got home from his drive, so he should be on soon.
Oh, good.
How much?
It sounds really nice to have like a fun mode of transportation
Yeah.
that you can just because like driving is fun, but in order for driving to be fun, you have to like
Gotta get some
do.
good tunes going.
You got to get some good tunes going. Find a place where you can safely drive real fast, and
Yeah.
that's not many places.
In Austin, that's basically just the toll road.
Basically, just the toll road, and even there, it's like because somebody's gonna, you know,
There's also nowhere
somebody's.
to go. Like, once
There's
you go
nowhere
on the
to
toll road,
go.
it's like,
Yeah,
it doesn't like go anywhere.
like you go out towards Bastrop and sort of tear around those country
that's
roads, but you arguably shouldn't because there's people living out there.
Yeah, the people living there don't appreciate that. But you know, we're
Yeah.
not here to please everyone.
I mean, that's part of the thrill, isn't it? To have some guy wobble out into the road and throw his straw hat down and shake his fist at you as
I
you just
feel
kind of.
like I came in the middle of something there.
Oh, hey,
you didn't,
Rob.
actually.
Hello.
Yeah.
We were talking about how nice it is for you to have a fun, like, transportation. Because, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's not as fun just like going out and driving in a car. You know.
Oh no.
Yeah. Not
It's-
typically.
Yeah, no, it was really, really nice. I just motorcycled out to the lake, wandered around with my camera for a little bit too long, it turns out, because I'm 20 minutes late to the stream.
You're fine.
And then ordered food, scooted back, and I attached a little milk cart to the back of my motorcycle recently,
Oh, fun.
so I can just throw a little tiny, like if I go grocery shopping or whatever.
Mhm.
so
Or like you could put a
my-
terrier in there.
Yeah, I could put a whole terrier in.
Yeah, fit a whole terrier in there.
A whole terrier.
A whole terrier. Well, some terriers are very big. I'm just now remembering. Airedales are a thing. They're like actual dog size.
So I'm just backtracking, by the way, Rob. I haven't done anything new.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if it upsets Maverick that I refer to like medium to large size dogs as normal and dogs that are his size and smaller as like weird and little, tiny, you know.
Lesser dogs.
Lesser
No,
dogs.
Not lesser. You have like dog, you have dire dog, and then
Yeah.
you have like, lesser dog.
Yeah. You know, Rob, you can back me up on this. I've always said that a dog should be measured on the content of his character and not the length of his legs.
It's true. You said that all the way back when you first introduced me to your family.
Yeah, so this is Watson. Try not to judge him too harshly for being so small.
He is so tiny.
He
But
is.
His ears are quite large, and his heart is even larger.
Each of his ears is bigger than his head. Before I forget about it, I want to say one more thing about the Transformer comics, which got brought up in the chat. So More Than Meets the Eye gets very high concept, and one of the weird things they do is that all the Transformers kind of go to heaven. It's not really like the afterlife, it's just kind of a collection
like-
of their...
Are you talking about like when they go to the one where they go to like the spark place where all the sparks go in Beast Mode?
I mean, that
Yes,
is
but no.
alluded to. Yes, but no. I mean, it's a similar concept, but like that one might have been Robo Heaven, Cybertopia. That's what they called it. Yeah. But yeah, it turns out to be just like a collection of their subconscious. But before that,
Like in Revenge
like in
of the Fallen.
Revenge of the Fallen, no. Never like that. Oh my god. Now the memories of that
where am I
movie are
going?
flooding my brain. But at one point they go to
No, I don't want to have to go all the way.
they go to Necro World.
I'm sorry, Necro World?
They go to Necro World, Rob, and part of Necro World is there is a monument to people, and there are little blue flowers
Okay.
around the monument, and those blue flowers represent how many people you have killed, both directly or indirectly.
Oh my god.
And they
Wait, indirectly too?
yeah,
That's real metaphysical. Okay.
that's real. Yeah. So at this point, Rob, Megatron has joined the Autobots. God, it's such an interesting story. Megatron has joined the Autobots, so they are like looking at like Optimus Prime's monument, and he's got a good amount of flowers around him because listen, things
He
had to
did-
be done.
He's killed a lot of people, especially if you're counting indirectly too. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
But then it goes to because in this timeline, Megatron is a poet and intellectual, and his writing. Not only does he found the Decepticons, but his writing sparks the whole revolution on Cybertron. So they look at Optimus Primes and they explain what the blue flowers mean, and then in the next panel it cuts to Megatron looking at his own monument, and there are billions of these little blue flowers just as far as the eye can see. Yeah, it's
sorry,
all.
I muted myself. It wasn't not fascinating. Just I have a kitten climbing me.
Oh, okay. I kind of figured. I was like, I thought that would get more of a reaction.
No,
Rob,
that's
it was billions.
Is this in canon with him turning into Galvatron for a little bit? Stop it. I brought home
this-
food, and he really wants this pad
Oh,
thai.
he really wants some of that.
He's like,
that
pad thai
smells-
seems like something that I could
Seems
really
perfect for a
enjoy.
kitten.
That seems like perfect cat food. It's food that a cat could
Oh,
eat.
now
so
he
I'd
muted
like
me.
some.
He stepped on
Um,
the space bar.
So in the More Than Meets the Eye canon, oh here we go. In the More Than Meets the Eye canon, Galvatron is a separate character who is much older, and actually, his brother, they are part of the like proto Cybertronians,
Yeah.
and they are in a very, frankly, brutal might makes right society. And yeah, Galvatron's brother ends up sort of like awakening to justice, to put it very simply. You know, they have a big, really dramatic and really cool fight over the course of like several pages. But Galvatron's brother, Twist, turns out to be our first trans character of the comic book, and is actually revealed to be RC. Yeah. I explained
That's
that
cute.
clumsily,
Sorry.
but
Still juggling this.
Yep.
This cat. Oh boy.
still juggling the cat.
He just wants his pad thai so much.
But yeah, there's a picture in the chat of Megatron's little monument, and it is, hoo boy.
You just cannot reason with this cat.
You know,
Pad thai
cats
is not
can't.
for- this is
They
not
don't
good
feel
for you.
remorse. They don't get tired.
Oh, I like how in the picture Megatron looks kind of tiny and sad. Looks like he's looking down, just like, oh,
Oh,
I made
Yeah.
a mistake.
uh-oh. This whole thing is like, they are stranded on Necrotopia partly because the crew of their spaceship they've been exploring on has mutinied over Megatron joining the Autobots. It's a whole thing. So he feels guilty about that, and then being faced with like, hey, here's all the people that have died because of you.
So, I haven't watched Kingdom yet, but I just finished the second part of the Netflix show. What was I gonna say? Galvatron came through like a portal.
Yeah, that's one thing I do like
Amazing.
about this. The Netflix trilogy hasn't been my favorite, but I do like how they're leaning into like the really weird sci-fi stuff in the Transformers stories.
Yeah, but it was so good though, because so Galvatron comes back through from the Unicron era, aka
Yeah.
when he is actually Galvatron, and he's trying to
Oh.
tell Megatron how to avoid becoming Galvatron. And what's hilarious is it's like right before he gets dragged back through the portal to go back to his normal time, he gives Megatron the golden disc from Beast Wars and says that's the only thing he can do to change his future.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit!
Aw,
Anybody who
that's
knows what the
cool.
golden disc is like, that's intense,
I get it. I got it. I got that reference.
right?
You get that reference. What is this missile storm you're using?
Oh,
'Cause
it's
it
like
rules.
it's a beam storm actually. It powers up my
A beam storm. Oh, it's
Beam
cool.
storm. Yeah. Well, since everybody's here, I'm
Beam
gonna go
Beam
back
Storm
since-
sounds like a character, a Transformers character.
Hi, I'm Beamstorm.
Let me go ahead and head back and continue what we're doing.
I'm a precocious little scamp. I turn into a minivan. My name's Beamstorm.
Yeah, I heard his portrayal was not the greatest in Kingdom. I heard that it's mainly the voice acting that they
Yeah,
got
I heard
bad voice
I
acting.
heard the voice they got for him. Oh boy.
But I heard
Oh,
Dinobot
no.
stuff was really good. The twist what they did on Dinobot,
Yeah.
because like they made it so that he hadn't defected back, like like as we know, he doesn't defect, and so he's still on Megatron's side by the time we meet up with him in Kingdom.
They made him an
And,
OG Megatron simp, but not in a cool way like Tarn in the comics. Tarn has an unhealthy relationship with Megatron.
But yeah,
Um,
it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. I will say that one scene with Black Arachnia and Air Razor made me redo my whole my whole display case. Got to put them
Yeah.
together.
Okay, what?
Oh, I don't even know the context for this, but there's a cute gif of Air Razor catching Black Arachnia, and she gives her a little peck on the cheek, and it's just very cute. Black Arachnia kisses Air. I should have worded that better because Air Razor's a bird.
Because Air Razor's a bird.
Because Air Razor's a bird. Oh jeez, like Lugnut and animated. That is a big step down for the big purple dinosaur. I mean, no one was ever. I don't think anyone was ever really going to compare to David Kay's portrayal of Megatron back in the day.
No.
I mean, you could do a good fake job of it, but like you'd.
But it
never
would just,
capture-
it would.
So you have
I'm
to
glad
try to do
they-
something different, I guess.
Yeah, I'm glad they went ahead and gave him a different voice instead of just trying to like copy.
Isn't that kind of canon that he was like a Megatron simp? Is that that's why he chose that?
Oh yeah,
name,
no,
is
that's
that
that's why
liked-
that's why he took the name.
I don't know if I'd call him a simp though.
Simp
Yeah,
might be a little-
that's true. Maybe
Like
not
an
simp.
ardent
And-
admirer.
That's
But
true.
yeah, he did take the name
Yeah.
in the honor of.
Yeah,
Megatron, the
he
original
accepted
Megatron.
the title of Megatron.
Yes.
Hey guys, what vehicle do you think should never be a Transformer?
Let's see. Netflix hating unions is the reason no OG actors returned.
Oh, well, that
Oh.
would get it.
It's
Yeah.
sad but true.
Looking for the cheapest possible path forward, huh?
Yeah. That's why the Flash looks even worse this season than it did before.
The stupid lightsaber battle.
Oh
I'll never
my
get
God.
over it. I'll
That should have been
never get
awesome.
over it.
Like, if you just told me about that, I would have been so excited.
And then the
Like,
Flash catches lightning and uses it as a sword against another Flash, and another
Another
Flash shows up to help. And now there are 3 different Flashes fighting each other. Also, there's a 4th Flash somewhere else. And
There's
he's
a
gonna
4th
get
Flash. He's running around.
there. He's trying
That
to dodge.
dog part from Dumb and Dumber, I heartily disagree.
That should
That is the
absolutely be a
perfect transformer.
Why is there
Oh
not?
Absolutely.
no, that would have been a really good one because
Why
it
is
would
there
be
not
the
a toy
happy,
of that already?
the happy medium between Beast Wars and Transformers at last that we've
There
all
have
been
been
waiting for.
so many of these cute little like crossover
Oh, shit, here we go.
Transformers, like the Top Gun one. I have the Ghostbuster one.
Hey Rob, were you
Vectotron.
wondering what the next stage looks like?
Oh right, this
Oh,
one
it's
has
a
cutscenes.
Xenomorph.
Blah, 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 blah. Hello.
Oh, it's just a Xenomorph. Oh my god.
Now Kyle, I think I figured out where to shoot him.
It's the dog Xenomorph.
Oh no.
Ow.
Oh okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong stream. Get him.
Ow!
Pew 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 pew.
Of
Ah.
course, that was the chance to counter him. Ah, damn it.
Oh, you got blown up.
Ah!
Blown up. That's what happened there. All right, let's break that down. Let's analyze your performance. Oh, what was that three-wheeled car that they made fun of a lot on Top Gear?
Oh,
And the Robin
I'm trying to remember.
Robin Reliant or something like that.
The Reliant. Yes.
Yeah, if you turn it too hard,
Okay,
it
actually,
just falls right over.
I have a story about that.
Oh, I see
Neo
what I
Convoy
do.
rules. Okay, sorry, I had to.
Convoy best
Oh.
Optimus design.
Yeah,
Which one's
Leo
Neo Convoy. Is that the
Leo
dragon-
Convoy is
that the-
Optimus Prime, but he turns into a lion.
Okay, no, I remember this one. I remember
Yeah, it
him.
rules.
I've seen
Um,
pictures. He's in an anime. By the
Yeah,
way,
he's
I
in,
learned recently there's a Beast Wars anime.
Yeah.
Apparently it is not good, but I
Oh,
want
it's
to watch
bad.
it real bad. I want to watch anime Beast Wars so bad.
It's real good bad.
Oh, watch out! Oh, he's in two animes? Okay.
Kyle,
yeah,
you died again.
The Reliant would be a bad
Yeah,
one.
this is-
However, they actually didn't
It's a
flip
hard-
as
hard boss.
bad as they set it up to look like. Basically,
Yeah,
what
they were
did is
turning
they-
him real hard.
Well, they messed with the axle. They also weighed the car down. Like they put a smaller wheel on the back left side,
Okay.
and they welded the axle like together so that like the crappy differential thing wouldn't kick on.
Rob, are you
so-
trying to tell me that something on Top Gear was staged?
It was staged. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't mean to
Okay.
break your heart. Oh,
It was
that's
just
cool.
that one thing, right?
Yeah, just that.
Everything else was
real.
scientific and
alongside.
real.
Yes.
Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo. One of those had a very good boy, Razorback, the guy that turned into a boar.
Oh, yes, that was Beast Wars 2, I think. I
Yeah.
remember they made a toy of him.
They made a toy of him, and I had a Razorback toy. And at the time, because I was an idiot, I couldn't fully appreciate what I had. A few years back, I went on Amazon to look at eBay to look at
Yeah.
original Beast Wars toys.
Oh boy, that must be expensive now, huh?
Oh my god, especially specifically the ones that I had. Oh, I
That's
had
so-
some good ones.
Have you ever remembered something from your childhood and then happen to see how much it's worth now and just
Mhm.
go, oh my god.
I had a holographic Gyarados that I found in my driveway. It was a holographic Japanese Gyarados.
No, I had a holographic Blastoise. I was really proud of him.
That's really good. That's a good one.
One time,
But yeah,
I
I
remember
sold my whole binder to somebody for like $30 because that
I
was
just
so
gave
much
my
fun.
binder. I thought I was a big adult boy because
I don't need these anymore.
And yeah, no, I just gave it to a kid I babysat in the neighborhood.
Well, that
And,
was really
like-
cool of you.
Well,
But
I
also,
mean,
you're a fool.
now I'm looking back at it. I'm like, I gave that kid hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
I,
that kid's name was Jeff Bezos.
Ah, dang it!
You gave him the seed money for Amazon.
Yeah, no, I had a holographic. I had a holographic Charizard. I don't remember if it was first
Yeah.
edition or not, but I'm pretty sure it was. And
That was the one
I-
everyone wanted.
And
I
like,
bought my
no joke.
Charizard.
no joke. When I got into Yu-Gi-Oh, I gave away my whole binder of Pokemon
I
cards.
play a man's game now.
Yeah,
This is a game for children.
to get it. Yeah, no, I wish I was joking, but yeah, I got like a full deck of Yu-Gi-Oh, but it wasn't like rare cards or anything. Yeah, I later am now like looking back on it, being like, oh shit.
I believe in the heart of the cards, and then
You
he
simpleton.
threw Charizard into a trash can and set it on fire.
Yep. And you said, Seito Kaiba sends his regards. I want a highly detailed Transmetal 2 Megatron. Me too!
So
That
you're
was
talking
the-
the dragon then, right?
The Dragon Megatron. Mega
Yeah,
Drag.
he's like,
Mega Dragatron.
What if I put Megatron Spark into my chest so that I could be like Optimus Primal? That would be fun.
And
Oh wait,
he
it's a
was-
mistake.
Was it a mistake? Because it seemed like it worked out pretty good for him. He became a cool dragon.
Frankly, yeah, I am, however, kind of confused because I don't know if you remember, but when Optimus Primal put Optimus Prime Spark in his chest, he transformed into a giant truck monkey
A giant truck and also a monkey, yes.
that could also turn into a jet.
Yeah. Well,
I
this
guess
was-
his transmetal form
I
had
hate
a little hover
Optimus
pad.
Primal's transmetal. It's very stupid.
Wait, his transmetal or his,
Well, his-
optimal Optimus?
Optimal Optimus. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Because his transmetal is probably the coolest because
He's
it's
a monkey
his like monkey on a skateboard.
Monkey on a skateboard.
It's like Tommy at the beginning of the Power Rangers movie. Optimal
remember-
Optimus,
Ow.
I have softened on its design.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
like
loving it when I was a kid.
Yeah,
And
I
I've
can't help but
actually-
look at that and think like that's a really fun toy.
Oh, it was.
True.
I had
Oh,
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say though that like as by the time Beast Machines came, and maybe I hate it because of Beast Machines, but the final boss is Megatron downloading Optimal Optimus's body, I guess, and just shoving his head into the middle of it instead of Optimus's head. And I don't know, man. I think that moment kind of like changed that design for me because I remember loving it when I was but a wee bab, but I may have also just been a child. So who knows? I don't. Do you? Answer in the comment below if you know if I'm just being a child.
Do. Everybody got quiet.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I started coughing real bad and I ran off to slam some Alka-Seltzer.
Oh,
it
that'll
was
do.
it was just like, what happened?
Oh no, I muted myself to see if I could hear myself for a second. I'm still kind of peaking, kind of blown out on. I don't understand.
I mean,
how
you
my
sound
volume-
fine on my headphones, but I don't know what you sound like
Yeah.
on the stream.
On the stream, I sound kind of popply and crackly, like I'm. I don't know, like I'm peaking. So I was like, what? Non-dia?
Rise of Beasts. Rise of Beasts, I'm nervous about.
Which
Because
one? Oh, the Beast Wars live action
Upcoming one, yeah.
set in the 90s.
Well, they mentioned that like they're gonna tie it back into the Michael Bay verse, and I'm like, no.
Please
I
don't.
thought they were specifically not doing that.
Like Bumblebee was so good because it was, because it was a good movie, but also
I see it. Look at that. Jerks.
what a bunch of jerks.
So I'm not. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it'll be fun. I'm wondering if my nostalgia will win out in the end. But
I'm just worried from the plot that we got for it. It doesn't sound great. Like it's like not going to be the Predacons as the villains. Like it's going to be something else. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay.
I don't know how they're gonna reconcile
Well, wait, isn't they're
Predacons
doing,
and Decepticons.
Isn't it supposed to be like the Insecticons or something or
No,
Terrorcons?
the
Terrorcons.
Yeah,
That's what it
supposed
says.
to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well.
The Terrorcons. Aren't the Terrorcons the ones that were like little monsters, like what do you call them? Fangor and what was his name? They were these little
Google
monsters, and they
search.
combined into.
They are little gremlin dudes. What?
Are they?
Yeah.
They're like these-
yeah.
Weird little goblin boys. What?
Okay, so there's Hunger, who's like a two-headed dragon.
Oh wow.
Ripper Snapper, who is like, to me he looked like a humanoid shark.
I mean, I kind of love these idiots. They look very dumb.
They're really great. I love them a lot.
Yeah,
Ripper
it's
Snapper was my favorite. Blot is, I don't know what Blot was supposed to be.
big. Like big muscle gremlin man.
I mean, he's
I
a
don't
he's a
know.
gremlin. There's no other way to put it.
He's the first, like in the very front of the image of them. So I was just like, they're little goblin boys.
Yeah. Oh, Cindersaur was a good one. He was just like little. He looked like a Triceratops that stood up,
Yeah.
and he could like breathe fire.
So
Their
what is the
combiner
difference-
is rad.
what is the difference between the? Oh my gosh! I guess there's a lot more cons than I thought, because I thought there was Autobots and Decepticons, and Autobots, Decepticons,
Well, for-
Maximals and Predacons.
Well, some of them are subgroups within Autobots and Decepticons, like the Terracons, the Stunticons, the Constructicons,
Yeah.
are the different combiner teams.
Okay.
And then on the Autobots, you've got the aerial bots.
No.
Um,
Don't you? God damn it.
Bye. I don't
Oh, I
want to be
wasn't-
here anymore.
I'm leaving.
This sucks.
Goodbye.
I don't like fighting you.
I liked it when I was winning. Was it just the rescue bots, or was that the little kids show?
That was the little shot.
That was a little kids show.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
thinking
what was
of,
the?
Oh god, what is it?
They combined into Defensor.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. The aerial bots combined into Hyperion.
Yes.
That sounds rad.
Yeah.
Okay, but so
Hyperion.
that's specifically for the combiner board. But what delineates, are the Maximals and Predacons like just a different species or what
Yes.
something? Okay.
Yes, the Maximals
They
and
just-
Predacons are a different species.
They are the descendants of each, right? Yeah.
Oh, I see.
This
They
is.
just got smaller, more compact with age.
I can't believe it took till 2017 to make a Dinobot combiner. Yeah, that seemed like such a slam dunk.
Oh, Volcanus, right?
I can't believe it took this long to get us Volcanus. He's so cool, and I want him so bad. But he was expensive when he first came out, and now he's like almost
No, it's
$250.
impossible to get, Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is. He
geez.
is. Oh man! Like even if you try to locate the specific individual pieces, like if I just try to buy like Snarl and Slug and
Yeah.
what was her name? Slash, the little Velociraptor lady, and Swoop
I'm missing. Oh, there it is. I think.
and Slag. Well, sometimes he's Slag, sometimes he's Sludge. The Dinobots are complicated.
They have had a long history, you know?
Yeah.
And we
I
should
always
respect
call him
them.
Slag, but he keeps getting renamed. Like he was in Fall of Cybertron,
Yeah.
that really good Transformers game.
I was literally just about to talk about that, but yeah.
Yeah, but they called him.
Well, there you
I think they called him Sludge in that game.
Slug.
Slug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that feels less. I guess it's still technically a slug. No. Why do you want...
Yeah.
There's no
You think of
Pad
it
Thai
that
way.
way. Yeah,
ate
the
the
grim.
pad-
Oh man. Oh, you ate all the pad thai just in front of your cat?
And this
Wow.
cat once still is like, it was being sweet on me and curled up in my lap and started purring and then started reaching his paw up towards where the food is, delicately tapping at it like, maybe I could have some.
Perhaps I could have a little.
Pardon me, sir.
You guys remember the? You guys remember the Grimlock level in Fall of Cybertron?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that was good stuff.
I do remember that. Do you remember what was the one made by? Oh my gosh, the fighting game company guys who did like Wonderful 101 and all that.
Oh, Platinum?
Platinum,
Oh,
yeah.
are you talking
That
about
is-
Devastation?
Devastation, which
Yes.
I actually played just recently because yeah, that game rips. It's a
still
little
really
repetitive, but it's really good.
Also,
that's
you
fair.
can play as Grimlock the entire time. So
You
that's
can.
You can play as
which-
Grimlock the entire time, and it's 80s Grimlock.
Ah, that's so good.
Me Grimlock, no bozo. All right.
I learned that
Grimlock-
there's an
me
evil
Grimlock
Optimus Prime.
Nemesis Prime, I'm so welcome to the Shattered Glass continuity, Rob. It's gonna get weird here. We've got a
know
version
so
of Blur, but he's got an eye patch.
There, yar. I'm evil.
I'm evil but fast. Yar. It was me, Barry.
I love the idea of just like replacing it with that scene with like other fast characters
Yeah,
instead of Professor Zoom,
die.
just like Sonic the Hedgehog,
yeah. I saw one that was Shadow the Hedgehog. That was a good one.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
It was me, Sonic.
Or wait, no, it was me, Sonic.
There you go.
I was the one who made you.
You know what I'm really into these days?
What?
That meme of Batman and
Right.
the Ninja Turtle, and he's like, "This is where I watched my parents die." And they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
Cowabunga, dude.
"What a bummer."
Or sorry, Cowabummer, dude.
Yeah, well, bummer, dude.
Yeah,
I
well,
could be gaming.
Dude.
There was one that was like some anime girl, and Batman was like, "This is where I watched my parents die, Chiyoko," and she was like holding out that GIF that was like sending virtual hug.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
IDW Transformers was all Shockwave's fault. Shockwave's kind of the Madara of the IDW comics. Like, he's kind of the cause of everyone's misery.
No, you know what?
And he knows it, and he's okay with it.
Because there's a lot of stuff I can't get yet. I'm not gonna go down there yet.
There's a few months ago, I had some cash to spare, so I decided to splurge and get myself a leader class figure.
There you go.
And it was either Ultra Magnus or Shockwave, and I didn't get Shockwave because I was too annoyed with him for how all his scheming and evil plotting during the comic book run. I said,
yeah.
"No, you're a stinker.
Ron,
You're
they
gonna-
want you to
Deserve
finish-
my love.
They want you to finish your burger story because it got cut off.
Oh, that's right.
when,
It totally did.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll finish that in a second. I don't want to cut Cameron off talking about Shockwave.
And that was it.
Oh,
I was gonna just talk about how he's kind of an asshole. That's
okay. So to
that's
summarize,
it. You do get to beat the just piss out of him in Devastation. Sorry, I said I was done, but then I just kept going.
Thanks for the hint, game. I already figured it out.
I'm joking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right, no, I'm done this time.
Okay, I'm back.
Like,
All
just
right.
giving him the Grimlock butt slam was just really gratifying. Okay,
Oh,
now I'm
yeah.
done.
Anyway.
Anyway. Oh, don't touch that.
Don't touch the
So
birds,
okay,
dude.
to summarize last time, my mom was getting a haircut. She gave me $5 to wander across the street because the comic book store that was usually open, where I bought my holographic Charizard, by the way, was closed. So I walked across the street and went to a McDonald's nearby while my mom was, getting all gussied up. So I went there and ordered a burger. Tried to get it plain and dry because I was a simple kid. Only liked it plain and dry.
Simple kid with
First
simple tastes.
Yeah, just I want meat, cheese, and bread. That's it. So I got my burger. I happily trotted over, sat down. Lo and behold, there was a bunch of condiments on it. And
Damn
so
it.
I walked back up and I said, "Hey,
You son of a
no.
bitch.
I just want." I was a little kid, so I was like, "I just want a plain and dry burger, please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just want it plain and dry. I don't like ketchup or mustard or
You put a lot of
pickles or
stuff on
onions."
here, so I must have done something to upset you, and I'm
I'm
real
so
sorry about that.
I didn't mean to. And so they begrudgingly obliged and swapped, and they, took it back and waited for a little bit because they had to cook a new burger, I guess. So they bring my second burger, and this one I just, without even thinking about it, I unwrap and bite into. Lo and behold, again filled with pickles and tomatoes and mustard and such. And I was like, oh, no. So I took it back up, having taken a bite out and just spit the bite back into the wrapper and wrapped it up. And I wasn't thinking about it. I was just trying to be helpful. And instead of throwing it away or anything, I just handed the burger back to the guy. So he just took it and put it back on the shelf, the heating pad, the heating shelf thing, and then gets me another burger, and this one is plain and dry. So I'm sitting there eating my burger, and I'm a little kid at this point, little baby.
Okay.
And
You weren't before?
No. Well, at this point in the story, I am in being am a youth.
There it is.
So
That's how you say it.
There it is.
So, okay, fine, you can come up here, but you can't have, because literally all that's left is
I see.
the slight remains of I guess you're just a weirdo. He's now licking the plastic lid of my now finished pad thai.
Now, see, Rob, you have 2 cats, so you should know that this isn't weird at all.
This is normal behavior.
This is normal cat stuff. Oh, he's gone.
Still a weirdo. No.
Oh,
all right.
okay. I thought that
This
maybe
is the second
Sardines had
time-
finally finished you off.
Sardines has. Oh my gosh. He has also. There, that but you can't get to it. So anyway,
Oh, whoop,
I go there and I finally get the third burger. It's Lucky Charm. It is the right one. I'm so happy. I sit down. I eat my
So
meat,
happy.
my dry meat, my American cheese, and slices of toast bun bread burger.
Pure bliss. Pure ecstasy.
It is perfect.
It sounded like something hit the window. Jesus fucking Christ.
Door expands. I gotta like kick it open.
It scared the crap out of me. Thank you, though.
Yours says bye bye dead.
I
Just
heard.
gonna.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm okay. I'm fine. Thanks.
I just heard you get a little bit. I heard a slight nervous shift, like a little of air, and then I started hearing Marissa.
Yeah, she like burst the door open like the Kool-Aid man. Like,
Oh my god!
like, oh yeah, full on. I was just like, oh god. But it sounded like it didn't sound like she came through the door. It sounded like something hit the window next to my computer. And so like I didn't even know that she was behind me. I looked out to the to my left like, what did a bird just like commit suicide? What just happened?
Hey, stop! Stop being bad, please.
You're
You know
so
what? You
bad.
just had like a whole
You're
meal.
so bad.
You just had a whole meal right before I came in here.
Yeah, but it wasn't this.
But it
It
wasn't
wasn't this, that's
the
fair.
pad time.
It was a different thing.
That's very.
You ate
fair and
something
true.
different.
And that
That's fair and
something
true.
is something that I want.
What kind of pad
So-
thai was it? Sorry, we'll
Continue
circle back
finish
around.
the burger story first, yeah.
So- I'm sitting there. I eat my burger, and I at this point I knew I had to finish it fast because I was like, I gotta get back to my mom's haircut place. So I eat my burger, and as I'm starting to walk out, I hear this woman from behind me scream at the top of her lungs.
My God! There's a bite in my fucking burger!
Oh no!
Now I know now
Oh,
as an adult that I
no!
had no responsibility for this, like
Oh no! Yeah,
teen
this was
being
this was not you.
paid $2 an
Not
hour.
on you. Yeah.
But
This
as
was
a
someone
child-
trying to regain some control over their life and maybe try to get some vengeance on this careless world.
Well, no, I think he just put it back on the thing because I wrapped it. I bit into it, spit out
Oh.
the piece that I had in my mouth, and just wrapped it up.
So this was
I-
completely your fault, is what you're saying, Rob.
Well, I don't know. I just was trying to be tidy, I guess.
Why?
Hear you.
Rob, why would you have handed it to him if you
Well,
fucking
I
took a
walked
bite
it
out
back.
of it?
I walked it back and I said, "This burger is bespoiled. It is not what I ordered." And instead of throwing it out, I guess he just put it back on the shelf.
What does this kid know?
Oh my
So-
I'll
god.
show him. Hey guys, I got bad news.
Yeah?
There's. Damn it! I knew it.
What?
Uh-oh.
I knew it. Where'd you go?
What?
There you are. Come here.
What
Uh,
happened?
I want your blood. Come here.
What?
I won't let you get out of here alive.
What is happening?
Cameron?
Damn it. Where is it? Shit.
Cameron.
All right. Here's what just happened. Sorry, I didn't have. I had to act fast. And actually, we're not out of the woods yet because it's. I don't know where it is. It's on my desk somewhere. Fuck.
How do I get down?
I think it's on King's Seat. No, it's not on King's Seat.
Wait, what happened?
What is-
Cameron,
I thought-
explain the
Cameron,
story
okay,
first.
Focus. Focus, Cameron.
A small cockroach, the likes of which I have been battling for a couple months. I have, like, they got real bad, but then I got them under control. But occasionally I'll still see one, like, around, and I have to kill it immediately in my mind, or it'll, like, propagate,
Proliferate.
you know?
Yeah.
So, while Rob was telling the burger story, I looked up to the ceiling as I was reeling with laughter, just really enjoying the good story from my good buddy Rob.
How the frack do I get down?
But I looked up and saw high up on the wall a little tiny German roach,
A bug boy.
bug boy, and I said, "Oh, but it was too high up. I couldn't get to it. I had no way to get to it. I thought about throwing stuff at it.
That could have worked.
It could have worked, but it also could have not worked, and that was much more likely.
Acid.
Yay! Oh,
Well,
down
listen,
he goes.
You never know.
You never know until
If
you
don't
try.
try. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit a
but-
roach in the cursed bathroom on Friday night so hard that it disassembled like a Lego man. It literally, all its legs, a wing, and its head all popped off its body.
Perfect.
I hit it with such force that it disassembled as so, or a Lego falling from the sky.
Okay.
Bye, Archgibbon.
No, I'm Archgibbon, Rob.
Oh,
I was saying goodbye to Pilo. You
I just saw the last thing. Well, the internet's oh, sorry. Goodbye, Pilo. Anyway, goodbye, Cameron.
bye.
Everyone's saying goodbye.
But it was high up on the wall,
Yeah.
and when I said, "Oh boy, we got bad news," it was trying to go from the wall to the ceiling, and barely holding on with its big ass. It was just barely holding onto the ceiling, being weighed down by its huge abdomen. I'm trying to make it mad so that it comes out and challenges me. Do a duel, but yeah. So, because I'm like, it's gonna fall down from there. There's no question.
It's found its home.
No, Rob, it did fall.
Uh-oh.
It did fall, and that's when I was like, saying all the scary stuff about.
I want your blood.
I want your blood. I did listen. I will body shame a cockroach,
That's messed up, man.
even though they arguably have less control over their bodies than we do. But yeah, I don't respect cockroaches. I don't like them or anything that they do. I didn't really like them before my troubles with them, and now I really don't like them. I was having a hard time dealing with quarantine and having to spend so much time in here, and they didn't make it any easier by being around and trying to eat my crumbs that I sometimes leave around because I'm busy.
Scatter them about for Eddie to find.
I scatter them like the ashes of
Fallen enemies.
Fallen comrades, I was going to say.
Whenever you bite into a sandwich and crumbs fall down on your chest, you whisper, "Thank you, brother," and wipe it off of your shirt.
Yeah. This is going to sound pathetic, but I learned that a good way to deal with roaches is to just kind of clean your counters every now and again.
That might be
Cameron? Yes.
You're all diamond dogs.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so the roach inevitably fell off the ceiling and onto my desk, and that's when I was like, "I'll kill you!" And hey, you guys want to hear a story about me versus the roaches?
I just wanted to finish and say that I ran out of the McDonald's crying. and
I'm
ran
so
all the way
sorry. I
back.
thought you were done.
No, you jumped in there with your roach attack, and then
No, I thought you were. I thought you were done. I thought the end of the story was that lady, horrified, finds out that she got your seconds.
To be fair, that was a very good ending.
Yes.
If that is where the story had ended, that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I mean, I assumed you made it back to
Oh
the.
yeah, no, I did. I just immediately, I was like, oh my. So all the workers there see is a boy ordering a burger, being dissatisfied, a woman crying because there's a bite in her burger, and then all of a sudden a child screaming at the top of his lungs and running out of the establishment. And sobbing.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds horrifying. If I was a child,
Yeah.
not that I was ever a child.
No.
I was born a man, and will always
Full
be
mustache.
full mustached and big muscles. Yeah, if that had happened to me, I would have also run screaming out of the McDonald's. I don't want to have to claim any sort of responsibility for this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not arguing with Rob's decision to run on the McDonald's.
No,
I'm just
yeah,
arguing
Rob,
with
you
the fact
did
that you took a
everything. You
bite
did
out of it.
everything perfectly.
I didn't know to think to like peel this one apart because I trusted them. I
Yeah.
bit into it and I went, oh no, this is wrong. I don't know. I guess I thought they
Oh.
would throw it away.
So this is the moment where you
They
hard
should have
it.
thrown it away. It's for health reasons. You know, I mean,
You
how
were
long you
betrayed
gonna leave- how long
by
you gonna leave that
McDonald's.
burger sitting out there?
You've been hurt before, but never again. Last Saturday.
Yeah.
Last Saturday? A couple Saturdays ago, because we just had a Saturday yesterday. A couple Saturdays ago,
Yeah.
one of Rachel's friends from high school was back in town. So we went over to meet up with a bunch of her other friends so that they could just kind of have a chill night, you know? Drinking, play with her friend Mimi's dogs,
Okay.
just, you know, share stories. I got to look at pictures of all of them from high school, which was a very fun night for me
Oh, I bet.
because I didn't have to participate in that. They didn't have to look at my pictures from high school, so I got all of the benefits and none of the now it's your turn, you know? But yeah, so while we were having a good night, enjoying each other's company, and drinking East Ciders like you do when you're almost 30 in Austin. I am 30, but they were all like 28, 29. I was like, yeah, so everything was going great until Rachel's friend Christian says, hey, don't turn around, but the biggest roach I've ever seen is behind you. So she left that area. She left that area. I looked, and it was, in fact, the biggest roach that I have ever seen. It was a very large roach. So one of her friends got the raid, and I got ready to get to stomping, because I'm not letting this one go. I've got months of pent-up aggression towards these little guys. These little creeps.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to unleash it upon them.
Sardines is currently crawling his way through all of my wires.
Oh, good. All right. So we're going to lose you any second. Oh. Gotcha. Well, that was cool. This game's cool.
It really is.
This is a cool game.
Yep.
But yeah, the roach scuttled all about, and I eventually got a good stomp on him. A real good stomp. Heard that crunch. Thought to myself, I've done it. This fight's done. I said, you are a worthy adversary, but it's time to rest now.
Yeah.
And I said, Resquiat in pace, and I started to walk away.
And you just
But then I
heard-
turned around and I saw movement out of the corner of my eye. It got back up, and it was like,
Ready for
that-
round two.
the best you got. Like, it was like Goku during the end of the fight with Frieza. Like, couldn't use one arm, eye half closed, just like, huh? I'm not done with you yet.
You fired off all of your. I didn't tell you a story about Michelle in a second, but yeah, I love
Okay.
the idea of you just like basically having like a DBZ villain moment where you fired all of your key blasts at that
Yeah.
roach.
Well, it was
And then-
more like the Jiren, like, huh, you are a worthy adversary, but this fight is done. And he just got back up, and then I
Just
said,
fucking got up.
Subarashi! And then our battle continued. Yeah. But then I did step on him, and I got him. I got him that time. What the hell was that I just saw?
What? The tongue
You got you got tongued. What?
Tongue
Taste
time.
your slow time. Woo!
Tongue time.
I can slow
So,
time now. Congratulations.
Before Michelle and I moved in
Oh,
together,
whoops. I messed
she has always had a bug problem.
She has a problem with bugs, or bugs follow her around everywhere.
Probably a little bit of both, it seems. But
Oh, dear.
primarily the latter and a bit of the former.
Okay.
Look at these little amoeba bros.
Oh, the little
so-
floaty things.
Yeah. So one day, Michelle is
Another one.
How?
Another one.
Sorry,
Cameron?
No, it was the same one. It emerged on my microphone as if to mock me.
hello.
And so I like grabbed it, bonked my mic, sacrificed the pristine audio quality that I'm known for,
Yeah, that's what I've been saying forever.
And still didn't even get it.
Dang it. All this time. So Michelle comes back home from work after a long day of designing websites for whatever she was designing websites for at the time.
Yeah. Whatever.
And she sees a spider on her, like not even on her front door, but close enough to her front door that she's like, if I open this door, this spider is willingly going to jump into my apartment and take it.
She's been waiting there all day. She's been waiting for Michelle to get home so she can get on in there.
So I'm going to jump ahead in the story a little bit to me coming over that afternoon, and she's walking around with like a limp, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I really hurt my hip." And I was like, "Oh, well, what happened?" And she said, "Well, I threw out my back." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, how?" And she's like, "Well, you know that footprint that's on like my wall outside?" And I had noticed a giant boot print on the wall next to her front door. And basically what had happened is she had done a Sparta kick so hard that she threw out her own back.
Oh no.
In the
okay,
process.
so she did a little bit of a Deku. She did a little bit of a Detroit smash, but her body couldn't take the whiplash.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he fell down. You see that, guys? He fell down. Oh, got
so-
fireballed. Oh boy, you're having a little bit of trouble here, aren't you?
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm
jeez.
just gonna fucking die. Oh god.
That's fine, you're fine.
Hey, you're fine. You
Deep
got
breath,
it. Hey,
deep breath.
you got it. Deep breath. See those fireballs? You're just gonna want to avoid those.
Why don't you just keep jumping forever?
Forever.
Oh, yeah, you did it.
Oh yeah, also that. Oh, that's what
Yeah,
I
I
would have done.
could do this,
Way
but
easier.
I
But it's
can't
not
really-
sporting.
Yeah. Well, it's more like I can't get a good. There we go. Oh wait,
Yeah.
there's nothing up here. Oh wait, no. It's
Hup,
this way.
hup, hup.
Okay.
There you go. Little platform. Now you can get in this elevator.
I made
Delicious.
it here. So I'm a little bit out of touch with My Hero Academia. The last episode I saw is Hand Guy threatened Deku and all his friends inside the mall while they were all dressed up like K-pop stars. And he's like, "The real fight's gonna start soon. And it's gonna be great. We're gonna real fight now."
Yeah, because he was like, "What do you have that I don't that keeps you going? How do you keep winning?" Oh, I get it.
It's like super strength.
Man, I love that.
Strength with determination.
I got super strength, and I'm technically the protagonist.
Yeah, that's mostly it.
That's
I'm
mostly
sure
it.
I'm sure there's
If it was
also
just
super
up to me, I would have been killed long ago. Oh,
So, but someone posted a picture where, and I saw you vaguely complaining about it online.
Mhm.
But it was a scene from the last or second to last episode of Supernatural where Castiel confesses his love. to
Oh
Steve.
yeah,
Oh,
and gets
yeah,
sent
yeah.
to super hell for being gay.
Yes, immediately goes to the worst hell, the hell that no one else goes to. It's only for like the worst possible thing. And someone put the little purple-haired guy's little hair knobs on it. little grape guy with
Yeah.
little sticky
Okay.
balls.
No, I did see that.
And then the Dean with Deku's hair.
So
I don't know the context exactly, but God, if it's anything like that, this show is so good. It's an absolute trash. I love it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because, okay, it's not like we haven't had. There's been like the typical use of LGBT characters where like the story and the framing and everything makes it obvious that they are, but because Japan is still weird about that stuff sometimes, a lot of authors, especially in like Shonen Jump, where the editors have a lot of pull, will like stay on the safe side. So like for that reason, we had characters who, like Magni from the League of Villains, who was a trans woman, and presented in a very non-gender conforming way, but they couldn't announce that until after it had been published and after the anime had aired. So
classic.
yeah, you know. But yeah, Horikoshi has never been shy about that kind of representation. And part of me wants to believe this, even though it's an annoying thing to say, and people usually say it to be homophobic. But part of me just wants to believe, because I don't want Mineta to be our, like, bi-pan representation, the horrible sex pervert, to be the one that's, like, the gay one. But it is entirely possible, because the line that everybody latched onto is when Mineta says to Deku, when I saw that you were scared but moved anyway, I fell for you. And it's one of those things where, like, the actual translation could just mean, like, that's when I started to admire you.
Sure.
And
sure.
boy, do I want that to be true. Like, it's really annoying to be like, I don't want to be like the dude watching Kill la Kill, and when, you know, Ryuko and Mako are like, hey, let's go on a date after this. I don't want to be like the guy who's like, is there a different translation of this?
Yeah, they're friends. A friend
They're
date.
friends. It's a friend date. It's a date between friends. Even though I do want to go on the record and say that I ship Mako and Gamaguri so hard. Gamaguri's the BDSM guy.
Oh yeah, they were
Oh
really cute
yeah.
together.
See,
Dang
I
it.
agree with that. Like that's what one. I'll say that. Yeah. As far as the the could she be gay? Sure, but like.
Oh, absolutely.
I really love them together.
Yeah.
They're so perfect together.
Yeah. Luckily, I come from the world of fan fiction, so polyamory is always on the table.
There you go.
There you go. They can all date each other. Problem solved.
Yeah, that's
Just
the real
like how
answer,
Jonathan
actually.
Speedwagon and Irina can all date each other. And also, if there was ever going to be a main character and supporting characters who were in a poly relationship with each other, it's definitely the cast of Kill la Kill.
That's true.
That's one of the gayer shows I've
yeah.
ever seen.
It's such a good show, though.
Oh, it's so good. It holds up. I watched it recently, and it's still
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah.
I also finally sat down and watched it last year.
Yeah.
Finally, like, sat through the whole thing as opposed to, like, I had a habit of, like, watching like 2 or 3 episodes of an anime and being like, wow, this is great, can't wait to watch more of it, and then
just never watch it again. Yeah.
like truly appropriating ADHD culture.
Oh yeah. I mean, that one, a lot happens. Like, as much as I enjoyed the show, I would have to take breaks because you get tired. There's a lot going on. But man, it's so good, and it's such a fun sort of satire of fan service and
Oh,
over-sexualized characters.
That's always a fun thing to see or to go through is people that don't understand that that's exactly what it's satirizing.
Yeah.
You know, people that
People
are
like,
like, oh
"This
my
is- this
god,
would-"
it's so over-sexualized. It's like, that's the fucking...
Yeah. Yes. Yes, correct. Yes.
That's the point.
That's the point. And also, Mako is just probably one of my favorite anime characters
Oh,
ever.
she's fantastic.
She's
I
just
like-
great.
Ancho Mako is really good.
Ancho Mako
Oh,
is the
yes.
most important thing I've ever seen. Jotaro Mako,
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
super maximum god form Jotaro Mako is the strongest character in all of media. All of fiction. I'm sorry, Beowulf who? I've never heard of him.
Who's
I
that?
follow Mako. Who is Beowulf? I'm here with Jotaro Mako.
I'll follow Mako into battle.
I'll follow Mako into battle. Mako said, don't worry guys, I'll handle Jiren. Mako can beat Goku. I have fallen hard into the rabbit hole of can your favorite character beat Goku?
Oh, that's a good Twitter.
It's a good Twitter because the answer is always yes.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I always love to remind myself when it comes
Huh.
to Dragon Ball Z? I love to remind myself about the fact, you know, that Vegeta has never lost to Goku in battle.
No, he never has.
Every battle that they've lost, Vegeta has either won
Or survived.
or survived. Like, because in the Saiyan Saga, he wins. Like, Goku literally loses in the Saiyan Saga. We tend
Yeah.
to forget
Yeah.
this, but he
He fucking dies.
flat out loses.
He doesn't die.
No,
Well,
he
dies
doesn't
at the
die. You're
beginning.
right. He almost dies.
Yeah, he just gets every bone in his body broken, and then
Yeah.
they have
He
to put him
wishes
in
for death.
a full body cast.
Did you guys see?
No, Krillin, it'd be really cool if he got healed up and then we could fight again. Goku, I think that's a bad idea.
Goku, I don't know.
I don't know about this Goku.
Goku,
Did you?
look
A
rough.
while back, Team 4-Star did a playthrough of Sekiro, but with a mod that replaced Mr. Sekiro with a giant model of Krillin.
Excellent. I love it.
It was pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff.
I have not seen that, but I love it.
Yeah. I like knowing that it's out there.
Ooh, this music. That music
Right?
shift.
Good Isengard music.
Oh yeah, the Owl House. I haven't actually watched it, but I've heard it's super cute.
Yeah,
I've
I've
seen
had
lots of memes and stuff from it.
I've had strangers recommend the Owl House to me. It is apparently so on brand for my whole thing.
That's got witches. It's got
Exactly, yeah.
weird characters.
I like witches. I like queer characters. I like weird noodly owls.
Are there actual owls in it?
There is this owl character I've seen who is like, you remember the librarian from Avatar: Last Airbender, who was like the owl, but his neck got real long?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what if he was just his neck?
Oh. Well,
What do you think of that, huh?
like that horror meme, the long horse.
Yeah, like long horse.
Like long horse, but owl.
Long owl.
Long owl.
And he seems to be a jovial sort. Whereas I
Okay.
think Long Horse had an air of menace around it.
That's yeah.
Let me look it up real quick. Ooh, yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't like what I see.
What
Uh-oh.
if we took the concept of a horse and made it scary?
Even scarier than a regular horse?
Yeah, exactly.
Horses are already so scary.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah. I was talking to my as part of my job search, I applied at a horse daycare. And it's one of those things that, like, I probably wouldn't have accepted the job if they had offered it to me. Like, maybe I would have, but it's the thing that, like, I'm qualified for on paper, but I don't have any practical experience with horses.
You could have figured it out.
You could have figured it out.
What is
Like,
a horse but a large dog that likes hay?
Listen, I asked my cousin about it, who's been
Jesus.
keeping horses for most of
Jesus.
her life.
Uh,
Oh, you died. Oh, he's dead. Oh, no.
That was
But
a
I asked my cousin,
terrible
who's been keeping horses for
things
most of her
happening.
life, and she confirmed for me that horses are big, weird dogs.
that's what I've been
Yeah.
saying and preaching and praying and saying.
You've been getting on your soapbox, you've been chanting it in the streets, but the people aren't ready to hear it.
No one is ready to hear it yet, and I
They
keep
were astonished by
hoping.
his doctrine.
They rejected me.
They rejected you, they sent you to the caves to live alone. We won't hear this from you.
Uh-oh.
Alright?
Yeah, there you go.
But I was asking my stepdad about it, and he was like, yeah, the thing you gotta know about horses is they are petty, and they hold a grudge. I was like, can you elaborate on that? And he said, I'd love to. If you, one time, I had a horse, and we had a good relationship. Him and this horse got along real well. They were colleagues. They worked
Okay.
together.
Horse friends. Got it.
They were horse friends. They were
They were
work friends.
stronger together.
This is a horse. He's a friend from work. But one day, his horse decided that he had gotten one too few treats from my stepdad Joe, and as recompense to punish him for his crimes, the horse stepped on his toe.
Ooh.
Very, like, pointedly and purposefully.
Wow.
Yeah.
A horse walks into a bar, and Cameron's stepdad says, "That's my friend from work."
Oh, this is my good friend from work. And the horse says, I don't know you. And then steps on his big toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of glad that I don't work with horses. Although that horse daycare does have a great big Great Pyrenees that just kind of hangs out.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
I want to meet that dog.
Ah,
Can I meet your dog?
hi there. I'd like to meet your dog. I want to make that a I want to make commercials for dumb infomercial stuff. And definitely one is, hi there. I'd like to meet your dog.
Hi, do you have dogs in your house? I'd like to meet them. Call this number now. You may be entitled to getting pets and scratches from me, your new best friend. Your new good friend, Rob. Oh, you know the Tobe-chan on YouTube?
No,
Tobe-chan
do not.
is a Shiba Inu whose
Oh.
owners have dubbed over him, and one of his great videos is a infomercial where Tobe asks, "Do you have too much breads in your house? I want you to send me that bread." Here we go. I'll find it. Don't worry.
Yeah, perfect.
Call 1-800-TOBE, and for a limited time, you can send me 2 breads, not just 1.
I feel bad for mooses. For moose.
The plural of horse should be heese.
Thank
I don't feel bad for meese. They are the most powerful animals on the planet.
No, but exactly. But like mice got stolen from them.
That's true.
The plural is just moose. Because
Moose.
because here's the thing, all the people who named animals when they by the time we made it to the moose and didn't die, we already had mice.
We already had. Sorry, it took us too long to befriend you.
We already had a mouse and mice. So when it
I'm
came
not
to
gonna
moose,
say-
we were like, ooh.
I'm not going to say that moose were wrong to be wary of us for so long.
At the same time, let me see you, moose.
You guys
I
ever
love-
think about moose? Like really think about them? They are so big and they are almost fully aquatic.
Oh, shoot your grapple gun over there.
I can't.
No? Okay.
Because it would light up blue if there was a thing over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
well, that's,
Yeah.
maybe eventually can walk through spikes or something.
Eventually.
Yeah, there's. I think I just get to it from the other side,
Mm,
but it's
mhm.
okay.
Hey Kyle, you ever play Hollow Knight?
No.
I have.
Well, you should. It's great
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
There you go. Well,
I've
Well,
heard
not
the
not everything has to be a bit. Sometimes I'm just recommending a game that I
sometimes I'm
like.
just starting a sentence.
Sometimes I'm just
Sometimes
telling
I'm
you
just
something
saying-
I believe.
Sometimes it's just words, guys.
Sometimes I just believe something in my heart and I want to tell you about it. Like how the plural for horse should be heath.
Should be.
Thank you.
he's-
Here comes it. Here, look at all those heaths. They're going.
And this,
Go for it,
so
go
I'm
for it,
closing
go for it,
out
go
some
for it.
tabs.
All right,
I still have tabbed for a lot of the monsters we were talking about today. So I do have
Oh, yeah?
the big boy, but man, look at this picture of the 10-tailed beast.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
I mean,
Is it now?
wow.
Which form of the 10-tailed beast are you looking at? Are you looking at the humanoid one with the mouth on the side of his head?
No, he's like a weird. He's got big muscly arms. He's got one eye, and then like his back is just a giant spire, and then he's
Yeah.
got like 2 million tails behind him.
He's got a lot of. Well, he's got 10, Rob. Don't be
Awful.
dramatic.
He clearly has 10, Rob.
I know.
It's in his name.
Oh, there's the humanoid one though. That's even worse.
Yeah, it's the worst. It looks. He looks like something that grew out of Shin Godzilla's tail.
Oh, he's like throwing up his pure form or something.
Yeah,
What
it's
is this?
bad.
Owie. Sardines, Mister. You can't be going around scratching and biting.
Don't be scratching and
Here
biting
that
and
I'm
hurting.
heading towards an item. Thank God.
I wish I knew where that roach was.
Whiskey for my friends, beer for my geese.
He's
Beer for my geese.
I'm that roach is out there watching, waiting.
Waiting. I'll
Biting
get
its
you while
time.
you're sleeping. But
For
you know
biting
what?
its
He's
time.
gonna. That roach is like, I'll have to go all out. And he'll hit me with his strongest attack, and I'll no-sell it, and the roach will go, "Nani?" And yeah.
I thought you were gonna go a different route. I thought you were gonna be like, he's gonna sneak up at me while at night and attack me, and he's gonna like stab the like the blanket, and he's gonna throw it to the
Just
side.
pillows, and I'm
It's just
behind him.
pillows, and then you emerge from the shadows, blindfolded, holding a sword aloft.
Nothing personal, kid.
Cha-cha!
Rob,
Yes.
I forgot to talk to you about this in the After Dark.
Oh, okay.
But as you know, I've been playing the Fist of the North Star game made by the developers of Yakuza.
Oh yes.
It
looks
is
cool.
It is a sublime experience. It is absolutely perfect, and everything about it is great. It perfectly captures the spirit of the show in that unless you get really careless, you are completely untouchable by all but the strongest enemies.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, but there's also lots of fun Yakuza-esque mini-games. My favorite being Kenshiro working as a bartender.
As a bartender, yes. I
Yeah.
saw someone who what you doing over there?
What are you doing? Who gave you that? Don't want you to have that.
He started climbing on my bookshelf, and
Gravity
every time he
suit.
climbs that.
Thank Christ.
Oh, here we go.
Put
At
that
long
on.
last, we can see what.
Mm.
Oh,
It's blue.
oh,
like it.
I've seen this suit before.
I've seen it in Smash.
I love it. What a good look.
It's so sexy.
What a good look.
Grab
You like
So
her for
this
her
is-
gravity suit. I like her for her personality.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey.
her
I
huge,
can ignore lava
wickedly
damage.
curvaceous personality.
I like her incredibly thick personality. There's also a mini game where. So listen, Bat, my good friend Bat, the little kid with the goggles that drives Ken
Yes.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes into the city that you're in, and you help him build a car.
Yeah.
And by help, I mean you escort him around. And when he inevitably gets attacked by bad guys, you just obliterate them. There's nothing left of these guys. They-
Perfect.
Perfect. But yeah, so you get a car and you drive the car around. And while I was driving the car around, I found an abandoned baseball diamond.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, huh, I'm going to go check that out. So I did. And when I got there, I learned that once I got there, I got attacked by dudes on motorcycles, which isn't that unusual in this world.
Yeah.
So I thought, time for punches. But Ken said, no, not this time. Kenshiro says, I feel like having a little bit of batting practice. And he picks up a big steel girder.
Okay.
And the mini game is to just whack these guys off their motorcycles and see how far you can hit them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good.
It's very good.
Oh, what a good kitten.
Oh, also,
You
Ray
just have
showed
to
up.
hold him.
You just have to hold him. He just wants to be held. He wants to be involved.
That's what makes him happy.
Yeah.
Ray showed up?
Ray, not Ray from. I know which Ray you're thinking of. She's not there.
Oh, I
Um,
thought you meant Ray
But-
from Ghostbusters?
No, Ray. Yes, Ray shows up and he's like, "Oh, I'm lost. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
No,
gosh.
this is
How did I get
wrong.
here? This is the worst. This is worse than
Shucks
all
and
the times
golly.
I've been slimed." Ray, the user of Nanto Suiken,
Oh, okay.
which is the where you hit somebody and it slashes them.
Yes.
You turn your hands into swords through martial arts. You know.
Yeah.
And I feel like Ken struggled with him at least a little bit in the show. It's been a while, but in this game, oh man. Oh, you guys. I wiped the floor with this dude. This poor man. He thinks that I kidnapped his sister, and thinks
Yeah.
that if he defeats me, he'll avenge his sister. And Ken's like, I don't know your sister, dude. And Ray's like, liar! I attack you! A man
How
with
about
7
thee?
scars on his chest kidnapped my sister. That's what I was told by a man who never lies. And so, so you fight Ray, and again, it's like being attacked by a sack of oranges. Like it's just,
I'm gonna beat you out. Oh God.
it's like a ball pit came at me. It's like, I'm being mugged, but it's by a man in a Barney costume, and has no weapons, and he's trying not to hurt me. But he's fine with me hurting him a lot, which I did.
He's into it.
He's like, hey, you can listen. This is real bad of me to do. You can just
go a hog.
You can just go hog wild on me. That seems only fair.
You
I
know
would
what?
like your wallet, but please go off on me.
Frankly, I'd appreciate it. So get in here.
Ray is basically a secondary Kamen Rider for the Fist of North Star. Yes, he is.
Oh.
Yeah, he's Kamen Rider Meteor, come out of nowhere. He's.
Oh wait, is he the swan guy with the long hair?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I know this.
Well, maybe
Plasma
because there's
beam!
also Shin, the main bad guy.
No, not Shin. I know
Okay.
Shin.
Okay.
With the blue hair.
Yeah, that's him. That's Ray.
Okay. I know Ray. I know him.
Yeah, you know Ray. We all know Ray.
Plasma
Listen,
beam.
we all-
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at him go.
Wow.
Somebody,
You know-
Darude Sandstorm, am I right?
Somebody stop me.
And copyright strike. There we go.
Ah, jeez.
Ah,
Oh,
shit.
jeez. Well, we had a good run, everybody. But yeah,
night.
so Ray comes out, and you just beat the hell out of him. Once you get him to a certain point of damage, because I forgot to save after I beat him, so I
Yeah.
ended up having to fight him twice.
Oh.
The second time, after I knew all his moves, I was able to like predict his movements so clearly
Oh.
that the game did 2 of like quick time event cutscene fights
Yeah.
because I damaged him before it registered that I had like done the half damage necessary. Yeah, so I obliterated Ray, which made me feel real bad.
I just wanted to get revenge for my sister.
Like, he's doing almost the exact same thing you're doing. He's trying to find his sister, you're trying to find his...
Your sister wife.
You're trying to find your fiance.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, there's not a lot of options in this world.
What was the? I feel like we were just talking. Oh right, in the last episode when I was talking about the Monster War, Super Monster, Attack of the Super Monsters. There we go. The Gemini clone sibling husband wife team.
Yes.
That's them. Yep. The ones that fuse?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Love that.
Discovering their relationship is difficult. All right.
All right.
I'm really bummed that I missed that episode.
I mean, listen. It was a good one.
It was a good one.
And
Oh,
we're never
I
going to revisit that show ever again. So-
yeah, I know. We'll never
I think
talk
I'm
about it
good.
ever again. I did forget to tell you guys, my grandma turned out to be fine.
Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah, I just realized that I was like, hey guys, I can't make it, I've got an emergency. And then y'all didn't hear from me for like 48 hours.
Well, we didn't hear from you for a few days per normal.
For norm.
Cameron interaction.
Yeah, I go off to my meditation zone. Sorry guys, I found this ancient temple that I've just been fascinated by. Something about it calls to me. I
what the?
can't put it into words.
It didn't work. What the?
Didn't work.
Oh no! Aw.
That was
Oh, you
bullshit.
fool.
Well,
Now you're embarrassed. All the
Say
monsters
Livy.
saw that.
And I have no energy, so I've got to go grab his energy again.
No energy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, the night before I had to go, I had to wake up to go, to the nursing home to make sure that my grandma is okay.
yeah.
But when I found out about that, me and Rachel were getting ready to go to a birthday party at the karaoke bar she goes to.
Was that not the same roach party? How many parties are you going to?
This was a different. So that was a party in the like, hey, come to my house. We'll sit in the backyard and drink beer party.
Ah,
Cameron, there's a pandemic on.
I had my mask. I did all my stuff. And I hopefully made an anti-vaxxer who tried to chastise me about my mask feel foolish.
There you go. Okay.
And that's all you can really hope for in these trying times. But yeah, so I was very tired. But I got to eat an Espeon cake.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait,
It
why
was
don't
an
you eat a-
Espeon Umbreon cake. Half was Espeon, half was Umbreon. It was really great. And the lady who made it was there, and I really should have gotten her information.
You should have said something, Frankie.
Yeah, because she did rear end me.
Oh, well.
No, she just made a really nice cake, and I wanted everyone to know about
Really good segue there.
my Fortress of Solitude. My Fortress of Solitude is what I'm going to build once we're into like year 5 of the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
And like, there's no end in sight.
when,
and I'm like-
what other variants? I mean, like, inevitably we'll have one that's like, definitely going to be resistant to the vaccine, and we're going to have to scramble to try and get a new one.
Yeah, that one lived in someone's Uncle Homer.
well, we already know that the Delta is immune to the Johnson Johnson,
Well,
right?
Mhm.
No,
is useless
Johnson
against Delta.
Johnson. No, it's not useless. It's just like less than 30% effective.
Is it like you still get it, but it's like the flu vaccine? Like you'll still get it, but it you won't die, and you'll just be kind of sick for a little
Well,
bit.
that's kind of what the vaccine in general is.
Okay.
Like, it's not gonna block all of the symptoms. It's just that
Mhm.
it's like,
Instead of
symptoms
dying, you'll have to call out for a few days.
like, ooh, I feel gross.
Ooh, I feel pukey.
Yeah. Also, the chances of you needing to be hospitalized, as like the active intelligence gathering has like gone on, we're now at like something like 98% efficiency with like avoiding hospitalizations with vaccines, with Moderna and Pfizer specifically.
Yeah.
So that's pretty rad.
Going to a blue state during the pandemic was an eye opener. Where'd you go, barbecue nerd? We'll get the answer to that eventually.
Oh yeah, realize they're like a few seconds behind us.
Also, keep in mind, I live in a blue state.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you! Good for you.
Hey,
Oh, I
nothing
live
is
in a blue
stopping
state.
you motherfuckers from moving, okay?
Look at you.
Kyle, there are a lot of things stopping
There
me.
are
and
there
they
are
all my
factors
bank
for
account.
Cameron specifically.
Well, I mean, I understand the money side of things, but still, guys.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're gonna do. Me and Michelle are doing our relocation tourism stuff, and hey, maybe her friend will move there, and you can hang out. Her boyfriend does a Magic the Gathering podcast,
Oh.
Ooh!
so
I don't know
Yeah.
anything about that.
I don't remember if he's gonna go to Santa Fe or one of the other.
Well, Santa
Actually
Fe's not
don't know
far
where
from Albuquerque, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, the two cities that are really worth going to. Also, in general, New Mexico is infinitely more travelable than like Texas is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's,
You
No
can get
lies
through
detected.
New Mexico. You can get through like Arizona and New Mexico in like a day, and then like Texas, it's like, okay, I gotta go from one end of Texas to the other, and it's like that is the road trip for the.
It might as
the-
well be going on the Oregon Trail. Like,
Essentially, yeah.
yeah.
Once you get into like that dead zone that isn't quite West Texas, where it's one straight road,
Hmm.
but it also isn't like Central Texas, where it's like a main corridor from like Mexico to Dallas.
Yeah.
There's just like massive stretches of like weird J turns almost, where you're just like going for a really long time, and then just like starts to loop backwards and away from something, and then like starts to go back northward again. So it's just like, oh my god.
I learned something that I didn't know before. I was talking to my dad and Rachel about this. So when paved roads first became a thing,
Yeah.
Texas
Yeah.
decided that, the cows know where they're going. So we'll just... All these cattle trails get to somewhere, so we'll just pave the cattle trails. That's what we'll do. And then in like...
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then like in 1900 something, the National Transportation Commissioner? I don't know. The guy who was touring America and looking at everyone's roads and grading them and putting ribbons on them.
So guys,
got
what
to
item
Texas.
is this?
That's the screw attack, isn't it?
There you go.
Yay, I did it.
Oh, that's a screw attack. I love that channel.
This is the screw attack. Yeah, I like to watch the death battles and then get really angry at the outcome. Yeah, but this guy, he came to Texas and wrote a whole report about how Texas had the worst roads he'd ever seen. And the governor at the time was so offended that he immediately ordered that all roads be redone, but only so that he could rub it in the face of the transportation commissioner. And then only some roads were redone. So there are still roads
Well, that's Texas.
that are just these weird winding paths to nowhere. These non-Euclidean cattle trails.
Texas, yeah. Man, I'm stressed out about, like, traveling anywhere. I don't know, man. Every time, like, you look anywhere that's, like, looks nice to travel, there's always, like, some, like, hey, please don't come to Hawaii right now. We have no water left.
Yeah.
Please don't come here. Like, oh, hey, like, don't come and visit, like, California. We're also out of water.
We're also out of water. Don't come to Texas. We're mean here.
It's just yelling at my mic.
Who, the cat?
Oh
No,
yeah,
me.
that was those sardines jumping up in my mic.
10 out of 10 cat name, by the way.
Yeah,
It's a real good one.
we went through a few. I was calling him S'more on the first day, and then Michelle was like, no, I think Rocky Road would be better. But we also weren't sure if it was a boy or a girl. And then Michelle pitched, what about sardines? Or sardine. And I said, what about sardania? And then she
Sardania.
misunderstood me and said sardines? And I was like, no, I said sardania, but I like sardines a lot more
Sardines
because it's
is awesome.
plural.
It implies that there is more than one of these cats.
I'm
Yeah.
going back to the way I came.
You only see one at a time, but...
Oh, hello, sardines. Listen, I love sardines, but we are, after we get him, all gussied up and get all his vaccinations and everything, we're still looking for, people to adopt him.
Yeah,
We're
there was
foster
actually
parents.
a point a couple weeks ago where I thought I actually might have to go to Texas, and I was like, if I had to go to Texas, I would have picked her up. I would just be like, give me the cat,
Give me the cat, Rob.
Cat, Rob.
Give me the cat, Rob! Kyle, put the gun down. Kyle!
Kyle, please.
Yeah, because I was worried because we had to access our savings, and
Oh, yeah?
we were worried that we couldn't close out our we had a money market at the point, and we were worried like, oh shit, are they going to be like, oh, you can only do this in person, because we still use Randolph Brooks, so
Yeah,
we were,
probably.
like, worried.
That's
like,
a
we were
very
like, oh,
real
shit.
fear.
Like, am I gonna have to drive to Texas just to? Okay, what the-
Texas.
Okay, now he's no
Okay.
longer trying to hunt for the residue of
Hey,
any of our.
I hate you in the chat. How do I get past this to get to that item? Is there what destroys the red crystals? Is there something that destroys
Oh,
the red
God.
crystals?
Jump.
No,
Also,
I
I'm
space
not
jump.
gonna
The
talk
screw attack
about
didn't do anything.
Transformers Kiss players.
I'll talk about Kiss players.
Don't
Screw
talk
attack
about
doesn't
Kiss
do anything,
players.
as I saw.
So Kiss players is, I don't know if it's like supposed to be a hentai on purpose, but it's basically Transformers
Power
yeah,
bombs.
Power
to
bombs.
Super bomb jump. Oh, frack! I remember that. Oh, god damn it.
You need the power of anime girls kissing you, and that makes so. It's like I watched a breakdown of like what it was because I didn't want to actually read the comic, and boy oh boy. So first off, it doesn't end. It like ends on a cliffhanger. They made count it, one toy of it. And it's
And then
like
everyone involved was arrested.
we made a bunch of clone Megatrons that are all weird tentacle monsters.
Yeah.
And the Autobots are here, but they're all like dead or they're all depowered. And to power up, they have to team up with one of the KISS player girls. I don't know what their character names are. And they, they have to get real close and real intimate. And that's what makes the Autobots powerful enough again to fight the weird, evil Megatron clone tentacle men. Did I summarize it pretty well?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
And then it ends
Yeah,
on
they made one
cliffhanger.
toy, and it didn't even look like a particularly fun toy.
Where am I going? Where am I going?
Well, it was like a normal Transformer plus anime girl.
I need to go over there.
Sardines. Okay, now he's finally falling asleep.
Oh, okay. There's an elevator.
Oh,
So
no,
gotta go
I
down
said
the
that
other
and that
side.
made him wake up. Aw, but he just walked over and got onto the napkin or the napkins I got for the... Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh, do I have a camera of any kind?
You guys, I had a pretty shocking realization a while back.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at miming.
yeah.
Yeah. I've got the mime.
How do you mean miming how?
Like, I'm good at pretending that there is a thing I'm interacting with, but it's not actually there.
Okay, hold on a second.
Like, I'm good at that stuff.
I literally just happen to have my camera with me. Oh my gosh. Wait. No, go back to the position you were in. No, sardines. Okay, I did it. I got a picture of him looking so cute. Oh
Well, let's
my
see it.
gosh. I literally grab the only camera that's near me because my phone's out in the living room. Is the camcorder for the Tokyo Lives commercials on my bookshelf. I grabbed that and frantically took some pictures of him. So, and I just also happen to have an SD card in my SD card reader. I have no idea what was on that SD card before this, but we'll find out when I plug that in.
Is it porn? I bet it's porn.
No,
Is it porn? Is Rob.
no, no, no.
Look, Rob.
I'll
we
never
all-
tell.
We all have to do strange things during the pandemic to survive, okay? I ain't judging.
Yeah. I, for one, have exhausted all other forms of pleasure, and now, tonight, I'm going to work on this old puzzle box I found.
Oh,
You know.
Well, that could go bad.
show me such pleasure, this box.
What's your pleasure, sir? And I said, oh, I like a good puzzle. I like a puzzling. And he's like, here you go.
Well, okay, that sounds like I can help you with that, I guess.
Miming is the best skill for an audio-only podcast. Yes, it is.
I mean-
powerbomb jump.
You might be able to just like, oh wait, it's like that's like special. Okay.
Yeah, I could do some busking, some romanticized busking.
Oh, there you go.
That I would definitely.
Why do you say it's so weird.
What, busking?
You had this is like a weird.
I could busk.
Busking.
I could busking. Go out and do some busking. Don't wait up for me. I'm going to be busking tonight.
There's something about the way you say it that makes me laugh. Do, 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 burr, burr.
Leave the door unlocked, mother. I'm going busking.
Oh my god.
Come blimey.
Ah. But yeah, I was telling Barbecue Nerd that I'm concerned that that's like my calling.
Is miming?
That like I'm a natural born mime. And like
you-
in another
all those
universe I would have
track.
been born to a family of mimes and I'd just be like, I don't want your life. And then I'd go to like open the invisible door, but I'd really struggle with it, you know? Really sell it.
So, I mean, I guess I just don't know how you quantify being really good at Mario. You know?
Well, I mean, like
Do
'cause
you-
I've
are
also-
you passionate about it? I guess that's what matters.
no,
Then I guess
not particularly. I think that I could do like it as a fun party trick. Like I was just like,
walking up in 2022 to strangers be like, hey gang, hey fellas, how's it going? I can't get to you. There's
Gotcha,
a wall
bitch.
between you and me.
yeah, you know, what during quarantine I took some classes online. I got I got real into coding, and I was able to do a startup, and I've really been able to follow my passion. What about you, Cameron? What skills have you picked up? I'd be like, well, it's funny you asked. Look, I'm in a box, but where is the box?
But is the box real?
Oh, eventually your mind will give way.
You're like, well, I did pick up one skill. Are you fighting the cockroach again?
No, I'm
Cameron?
coughing.
He was
Oh,
coughing.
that was a cough. Never mind.
I was
Sorry.
coughing.
I
No,
thought you
that
were going-
wasn't the sound of me exerting force with my great big punches.
So
Teenage-
I
Excuse me.
recently got a film camera, and I've been getting used to using that out in public. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you, the mechanical clicky clack of like, you know, the like an
Mhm.
old school
That little
camera,
lever thing by the shutter button. Ooh, that's good
Well,
stuff.
that clicky noise it makes as you reel it, and then the clicky sound of the shutter. Oh God, it's
Man,
so good.
I wish my dad still had that camera. We had an old, like a film camera from the 70s that he got on eBay, and
Oh,
that was our
amazing.
like tourism camera. But this
Yes.
was in like 2010. But yeah, we've been around on.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, took a bunch of pictures with this old camera, and it had a real ugly camera strap.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the best. That's the
That's
best
the key.
case scenario. Oh, he's snuggling up with me. I
It's
basically-
impossible to tell you. I must show you my gift.
I love the idea of just like being like, allow me to show you, and then you close a door, and then you start miming, you know, like an invisible door, and that's when they can't hear you anymore. Oh, what's this? Oh,
Yeah.
and then you close it, and then you go,
You
I
know,
can't.
Cool man, or I hate you, I should say. That's a good thought, except for that is actually what I'm playing in my downtime right now. That I'm not playing Metroid, so I don't.
Yeah,
wanna
we
do a
don't want to
playthrough
play
of that.
Halo for work. That's for
Is
pleasure.
Halo a giant monstery?
No. But he's just saying like I should play Halo just as another bullshit. Like,
Oh,
you know,
It is
I mean,
fun.
I mean, like I said, if I hadn't decided to play that the other day as like a pleasure thing by myself,
Yeah.
I would say yes, because I do love Halo, and I would not mind doing a playthrough of it. But right after I'm already doing a playthrough of it, no thank you.
no.
My friend, when Halo 3 came out, because me and my friend played through all the Halo games. When Halo 3 came out, we were playing through the campaign, and we got to the very last part on the
Yeah.
Warthog level, and he was like, "Okay, so as soon as I hit this jump, you gotta jump out." And I trusted him, and so he was like, "All right, ready? 3, 2, 1," and I jumped out, but he obviously didn't because you're not
No.
supposed to.
Oh, I did that to Marissa.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I
so
have
funny.
Yeah.
I have so many like Halo and just like multiplayer stories in general. But like regularly betraying whoever I was playing with for like anytime we were doing co-op. Oh, it's so good.
I remember a particularly
Souls
eventful
game? No.
Left 4 Dead night where
Kyle could probably do a Souls game. I could definitely
Oh no,
cannot
hell no.
at all.
did somebody say
If
a
anyone's gonna do a
Souls?
Souls game, it would be Cameron, because Cameron has the patience for it. I unfortunately do not.
I have the patience, I have the metal.
Yeah,
I
I
will
love the
gladly-
world of
Yeah.
the Souls games. I just the get good mentality for that game
Which is bullshit, by the way.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of opinions on the whole get good thing. It's not true, for one. Like, there's a lot of different ways to play the game.
Is there any way to play it if you're a huge coward and bad at button presses?
No. You do have to push the buttons. That's the
Dang
only
it.
thing. Yeah, sorry. But like the ideal way to play it is to get good at parrying, but I've got terrible reflexes and I've never been able to parry in any game except for Force I almost said Force
Awakens?
Awakened.
The new
recent
one?
right?
Oh yeah, Fallen Order.
There
Hell
we
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Talk about a good Souls-like game.
Well, Kyle, I'll
it's
tell
so
you.
it's so balanced, right? Like it's like
It is. Kyle, it
Yes.
is. I didn't mean for that to sound like I was trying to like stop you.
I thought you were like trying to fight me. I was like, what?
Kyle, listen. Ooh, as soon as I can afford Monster Hunter Rise, ooh, I'm gonna get that so fast. You can ride a dog. You can ride a dog through the world.
I have a friend who plays that, but I still have not gone out and gotten it.
I mean, Rise and World are by far the most approachable. Like, they actually like handle in a like good way.
Ow.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like I would love
The thing about
to-
Fallen Order, and I did read that this was exclusive to running it on the OG PlayStation 4, which I have, the original PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
You get a lot of graphical and performance issues. I had a lot of frame rate drops. I had a lot of...
So I didn't really have any problems.
Yeah, it runs fine on the Pro, and it runs fine on the Xboxes. It's specifically the PlayStation 4, the original.
version, yeah.
Yeah. So when it worked, I had a great time.
Yep.
The combat system I really enjoyed. It is so well balanced. Fighting the
Yeah.
Purge Troopers was great fun. The only fight that I thought was kind of bullshit, and it was more because of
The final boss.
You mean Vader?
No, not
Oh.
Vader.
The last fight with Trilla?
Oh yeah, that bottom kicked my ass.
She kicked my ass, and then I kicked hers, and it was like,
Oh yeah, once I
'Cause
found
she-
out how to
mm.
fight her, it was like,
Yeah.
oh okay, I just need
it
to go
is such
into
a
dual
she's
blade
the
mode the entire
perfect
battle.
she's the perfect example of a Souls-like boss from outside of a Souls game.
Yeah.
Like she follows the rules of the game. She telegraphs just enough that you can eventually learn what she's doing once you know her patterns,
Yeah.
Oh, what's
but
he
not
shooting
so
at?
much that you feel like, yeah, what are
There's
you
a
doing?
Oh,
There's just a little creature that pops out every once in a while, and I
he's
can
just
spam it to
to
get health
capture
back.
energy. I
Yep.
get it.
I see.
Now,
Um,
don't stick your paw in my face.
But yeah, she doesn't telegraph too much so that you don't feel like you're being challenged. Like, she is a good, fun fight.
Yeah.
Like, she really pushes you. You really have to use everything that you've
You
picked
do.
up, everything that you've
Really
learned.
do. She reminded
Um,
me of. There were points though, even though she does telegraph pretty decently. She did remind me sometimes of the final Valkyrie battle in God of War and how.
Oh
ridiculous
my
that fucking
God.
was.
Hey guys, I'm actually going to be right back. I gotta get some
Okay.
water and also
Sounds
deal
good.
with this. This
What time is it, by the way?
little...
Anybody know?
It is.
Uh,
It's 9:05 here in
so
Austin.
It's 8:05 here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take a short break in a second.
Oh,
Okay.
Put Garrus
Well,
down to sleep, but that's a little ways away from me. So
Yeah.
I'll
I
be
can
right
still
back.
do
Yeah.
more stuff.
The fight that I did not enjoy was what's his name? The guy that you meet on Dathomir, and he's obviously a bad guy.
Oh yeah.
Terran Malikos.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, you're clearly a dark side user. And he's like, no. And then Cal's
No.
like, okay, I trust you. I trust you, old man in a black robe.
I was actually gonna bring up. Speaking of Monster Hunter, we bought Monster Hunter Stories.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Marissa's not really playing it right now. I mean, she's the one playing it, but she got caught up playing Bravely Default 2, so she's taking a break from it, to say the least. But
Oh yeah, that game did come out, didn't it?
yeah, but but it's really fun. I mean, it's you know, it's just very different. I mean, obviously, it's very different from a normal Monster Hunter, and that's just something you just have to realize.
Yeah. I mean, that was the whole point of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I will say Fallen Order's New Game Plus sucks.
I
But
haven't
there's no reason.
done much.
There's
of
no
it.
reason
Yeah.
to do it because, like, you get the Inquisitor suit and you get a red lightsaber crystal.
Yeah.
But all of the boxes that you opened are already open. You don't have any of your skills from the end of your playthrough. So it's the same game over again, but this time there's less content.
That's kind of.
And it's just, yeah, it's just like, well, why would I do this? Like, in like the Arkham games, or I'm playing the Insomniac Spider-Man again.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
Talk
New
about
Game
a
Plus in
great
that.
game.
Ooh, New Game Plus in that kicks ass because like it's harder, but you also have all of your unlocks and skills and stuff. Man, that game is so fun.
That's such a good game.
Yeah.
It's such a. I mean, I love Spider-Man games in general. They're like my guilty pleasure. I don't care how bad they are. I'll still play them.
The Amazing Spider-Man games, the tie-in movies for the Amazing Spider-Man movies,
they're not as bad
good.
as people say. Yeah,
They
like,
were solid. Yeah, like it was still
especially
fun
the
to swing
first
around.
one. Because the
Oh, the
first
first one kicked ass.
It's such a good companion to the movie because it's like it's not the same story. Like it's a completely different story than the movie, and it's like
It picks up where the movie leaves off.
Yeah.
Alistair Smythe of all people comes out.
Such a good.
You get to fight a
little known Spider-Man villain that they chose. I mean, you know, I know him from the '90s version, but most people don't know who that is. Oh, Cameron, you okay?
Hedda. Huh?
you disappeared again. Coughing.
I did? Oh. Well, that time I was burping.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah. Different. Same issue. Same root cause.
Oh yeah, Carnage out of nowhere in the second Amazing Spider-Man. Hell yeah.
Yep. Surprise.
Surprise, Carnage. Love
Yeah,
it.
that
Love
was
it to death.
not where I thought that game was going. Still pretty fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's hard to fuck up a open world Spider-Man game like that.
Yeah.
Like ever since Spider-Man 2 for Xbox and PS2,
Yep.
like that was like, here's how you do it.
You know what's funny though, honestly, and I know it's not necessarily an unpopular opinion, but it's a, like, people love Spider-Man 2 to death. I actually enjoy Ultimate Spider-Man more than I do Spider-Man 2. Like,
Ultimate Spider-Man was also very. That was the one where you could play as Venom, right?
yeah, you pop around Venom and stuff, yeah.
That was great. You had a good big fight with Wolverine.
Hell yeah.
Venom, and that was fun. That was fun to do. I hate how Carnage is just red Venom. I wish they had done a little more, but I do like how all his tendrils and constructs look.
Yeah, okay.
Like he's very drippy and gross.
I disagree because there's actually one point in the trailer that nobody is talking about for some reason. Whereas the point where Carnage opens up his chest to let the bullets go through him.
Yeah,
which is very much a Carnage thing. That's not a Venom.
It's got big time implications.
Yeah, Venom is a solid mass. Venom is
Venom is a thing that's wrapped around Eddie.
Yes, whereas Carnage is like
Carnage and Cletus seem to have incorporated each other.
Yeah, they are one and the same, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you
that's
what I'm not excited about. I don't like the look of the like. I don't know. Cletus looks too like cleaned up and well put together. At some points in that trailer, like he's wearing like a suit, and he's got his hair done, and
I
he
think
looks
that's gonna
like
be like he's gonna escape from prison, from Ravencroft, I guess, or prison. I don't know. I guess he's in prison technically. And then and then he's gonna go like get a suit. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be like a.
It should be a bad. I almost feel like I like the Cletus who either doesn't know how to dress himself or just doesn't give a shit. You know, like.
That's true, and they're definitely going like.
Yeah.
They're definitely going like a different way with that for sure. And I totally
like I
understand
mean
what you're saying.
I have faith in Woody Harrelson and his way in the way he portrays psychopaths and like comically evil like killers and murderers and things. Like, I'm not like, oh, this is going to turn out bad. It could turn out real good.
Yeah.
I really
totally
liked
get
the
you.
first Venom. Yeah.
I stand by the first Venom. Like I've
It
always.
was. I really enjoyed myself. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There were some things that I wish they had done better.
Sure.
I still cannot. I just don't buy. I am cursed with the burden of knowledge, and I just don't buy Riot as the quote-unquote team leader.
Yeah.
That dude's an idiot.
Yeah.
Riot? He's
I-
stupid.
I 100% agree with that sentiment for sure.
He wasn't even the strongest one.
No. Yeah.
Like,
It's-
Shriek was the. Is her name Shriek or Screech?
No.
Scream.
Oh God, what is her name? Is her name Scream?
The yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow and black one.
Yeah.
Which dies in the movie unceremoniously. Which kind of
Yeah,
pissed me
and
off,
is
but-
not going to be. That is because Shriek is Cletus's girlfriend, and she
who's
is
showing
gonna
up
be
in
the
Venom
movie.
2. Yeah.
Scream is the leader. Yeah, okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scream was the yellow one, who was like
Also,
not only
there's
did
a
you have a
great
very
arc with her
commanding-
going on
yeah.
in the comics right now. By the way.
was Scream.
Uh-huh.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. She's the kind of girl boss space mutant we need. I just always like the symbiotes. They're cool. Wish I had
Yeah.
a symbiote friend.
The symbiotes.
I mean, I
and
probably
Venom,
don't, but
symbiotes and Venom have always been like my personal favorites for sure.
Yeah.
From when I was a kid, and I know it's part
Yeah.
of the '90s kid thing for sure. Like.
oh yeah, like we were all like Marvel tried really hard to make sure that we all loved Venom.
Oh yeah.
They wanted us to like him so bad. Yeah, Riot was also really like I mean, talk about just a recolor of Venom. Like
Oh yeah.
he's just Venom, but a more boring color. I hope whatever fights they have are visually distinct from the last symbiote duel in the first one. Yeah, they really ran into each other. Like
Yeah. There's
Venom and Riot
moments-
really got lost with each other.
There's moments in that final battle with Riot that are really legitimately cool, like the moment where they like rip each other off of their hosts. Like
Mhm.
that
I'm
scene
back.
is like distinctly like really cool to me.
That was
I
really
know-
cool where they were like gooped in with each other.
Yeah, exactly. When they're grouped in with each other and then like the hosts get pulled back, that's really fun.
Yeah, that was really cool.
but,
Hey Rob, we're talking about Venom again.
as always.
As always, we've returned to the status quo. We're talking about Venom. Yeah, I do like how I like their interpretation of the just loose like how like Carnage seemed like he was barely keeping himself together.
Mhm.
And I like that their interpretation of that, like he's got lots of little stringies going everywhere, and
Yeah,
again, he's so drippy. He's very wet.
He's very wet. For sure. Honestly, the one Venom, or the one thing that I don't like in Carnage's design is that in the comics, Carnage usually has black teeth, and that's a very
Yeah.
distinct look to him.
I
and they
really like his
kinda-
black teeth.
They kind of got rid of that, and I'm not really
Yeah.
a fan that they got rid of that.
I do kind of wish he was brighter red, like Clifford red, but like
Yeah.
real Clifford red, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
I
He's
do
not-
like this color, but yeah, a brighter red would. Again, it would make him stand out a lot more. Like I'm worried that him and Venom
Yeah.
are gonna blend in with each other when they fight.
Yeah.
I do very much love from the commercials no, that's a red one. No,
Yeah, where he pulls back.
Yeah,
he's
that
like,
was
"No."
a-
Venom
Yeah.
running away. Oh
Ooh,
my gosh!
That's a red one. We can't. No, that's bad. Nope, that's a bad
We're not doing this.
Don't
We gotta get out of here. And he's like, "You gotta come out right now. I will let you eat everyone in the world." Yeah.
That's not true.
I do. One of the things that I was really concerned with was that they wouldn't keep up the sort of like dynamic between Eddie and Venom,
Oh, yeah.
and that was, I mean, with the first trailer, that was immediately put at ease with Venom
Yeah.
making him breakfast.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, that's so good.
That was delightful. Oh man, I hope Sony doesn't do the Sony thing and show me a bunch of stuff in the trailer and then not put any of it in the movie.
Yeah.
Well.
Well. But yeah, I feel like it'll at the very least be fun. I don't foresee it being a bad movie. But maybe that was because I was so surprised. Like I had very low expectations going into the first Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, we'll get some cool fights out of this. Like the Venom himself looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy sounds a
still-
little silly.
I still have not seen it.
You really need to give it a chance, honestly.
Yeah, it was really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
It's not out of like even not wanting to watch it now. I like after
Yeah,
you
it
guys
just
said it
hasn't.
was good, I was like, oh, I should check this out. And much
Never
like
did.
many other things in my life,
Yeah, I
I'm
just
like, yeah,
didn't.
I should do a.
Yeah, I should finish Kill la Kill, and then you just keep going.
Waited years for it.
Don't lose
It's
your
weird.
way.
I'll finish really bizarre things. I
Uh-huh.
don't like. I'll just be like, hell yeah! I want to watch every single episode of Super Cub, a show where a girl learns to ride a motorcycle, or Haikyuu. Is that it? No, that's
Mhm.
no.
Gay
Haikyuu's-
volleyball anime?
That's the volleyball one. No. That's,
Koroko no Basket?
no, it's not even a
basketball one?
sports one. It's all about.
Oh.
Like, it's like a mystery solving team, except
Oh.
they're in Japanese high school. Ah, man.
Oh.
Well, it'll come back to me. But basically, it's like they formed the Mystery Club, which essentially was the literature club, and then they were just like, we like reading mystery novels so much, so we're actually just going to solve mysteries this year.
That's great. I love that. That sounds awesome.
And then they get their They get this one guy who's kind of like. I think it's pretty fun. They've got like the main character is a guy who suffered like a pretty traumatic incident back in his past, and basically is now like, I'm just gonna not try at all ever in life. But he's still like really smart, so he he coasts through school, and he's like, I don't know, I guess I'll just go to a college, but I don't really care.
Yeah, he's that character.
Yeah. And then it's kind of like him slowly coming out of his shell. Unfortunately, I don't think there's like a season 2, and like the rest of the story is like in books. So who knows where that goes? But like, essentially, it's just like them slowly. One girl slowly conning him into like exerting more and more energy in life,
Aha.
and seeing that that's actually like something that brings him joy. And it's pretty cute.
Yeah. Did you guys watch Jujutsu Kaisen?
I've watched some of it. need to
I
get
finally
back to it,
watched.
I promise.
I devoured that show. Oh my god,
Have a
me and
fun
Rachel
walk.
were watching it. Oh, it's good. Oh man, it's good.
I watched the first few episodes. I was like, I love this, love these characters, love this dynamic. Then the main character died, and I was like, well, he's probably going to come back. And then Michelle didn't want to watch it anymore, unfortunately.
What?
Yeah. I thought they were doing a really good job of like taking tropes and kind of like messing with them.
Yeah, they are. Like he does come back, but like everything else that like you feel like you can kind of predict, they don't do it in the way that you expect.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do want to watch more of it. I mean, to be fair, I guess I could just do that because Michelle's out. So it's
Yeah,
just
you
me
could
and
just
Kat.
do that.
Maybe that'll be my bedtime story. Y'all, I really appreciate slow media right now.
Yeah?
Like, I've just been watching. No, it's fast media, but like I've been watching like old Ultraman. Ultra 7 has been really good. A lot of tokusatsu shows. I mean, obviously, you know, the Jordan Peele. Oh my gosh. Joe Pera. There we go. Joe Pera talks to you.
No Para Talks to You is one of the best television experiences I've had in a
Cameron.
really long time.
Cameron. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you, bud.
I gotta tell you.
I gotta tell you the good news, bud.
Tell me the good
The
news.
good news that was posted not but 3 days ago, so you may have
Ooh.
not heard it yet.
Ooh!
Season 3 is coming, baby.
Yeah, baby!
I cannot wait. It's just the perfect show.
It's so...
Oh, it's so fun.
It's just so good, because I was so worried when I watched the first episode, like, oh, it's gonna be another, like, cringe comedy, like, look at how look at this guy. What a, look at this guy embarrass himself. But no, it's just
No.
look at this sweet man.
Look at this sweet man who has some sweet friends and some not sweet friends who are actually made sweeter by just his presence.
By his presence, yeah. He makes the world around him better, and I just really like that.
Just a little bit, like there's
Oh.
still, cruelty and injustice in the world.
Yeah.
But just
his
by
neighbor's
him-
a dick.
Yeah, but just by being who he is and interacting with them, he kind of slowly brings out the best. No!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, it's this asshole again.
That's the opposite of Joe Pera.
I want it now. Goodbye.
It's mine. I get the power-ups, not you.
Hey.
I got a door I need to get through.
I need this.
These power-ups are like my keys.
I love the idea of him like getting a power up, but then like he just like walks up to the thing and breaks through it. I have used the power up.
Haha. I've done it now.
Excellent. Oh, I really appreciate that the bomb. I really like that the bombs underneath water explode differently and have like a different acoustic to them.
Yeah,
Good stuff. Didn't need to do it, but they did, and I appreciate
Really like it when you go underwater and things are more like.
Yeah.
I posted my Pokemon personality test on Twitter again because I had
Yeah.
some new mutuals and I thought it'd be fun. And I just wanted to talk about Pokemon. I don't need a reason, actually.
Yeah. Stop.
I don't need to explain
stop-
myself to you.
Stop excusing your passions and just
I
accept.
freaking love Pokemon. I love these little guys, and I like making them fight. Well, actually, I don't. I don't prefer that. But I do like them. I like having them around. But my Pokemon personality question is, if you were a Pokemon trainer... Oh, good night, barbecue nerd.
Yeah.
Watch the original Wolfman with the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
like a
how
good time.
That's how you party rock.
That's how you party rock with the boys and the wolf boys. But yeah, my Pokemon personality question is, if you were a gym leader, what type would you use, and which Pokemon would be your main, your big showstopper?
Ooh, okay.
Your big, like, oh, I guess I need to get serious.
Well, but that's I still really love the idea of always being the first town Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, we talked about this a while back, and I'm the entry level.
I just love the idea of being like the guy that helps all the starting people get their first badge.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like it's a service. It's a public good.
It is.
You gotta help
You
these
know.
kids believe in themselves a little bit. You gotta be challenging, but not like impossible to
Mhm.
beat. I can whip out a level 99 Dragonite in like their very first day of adventure.
Yeah,
with
like,
their-
oh, you better watch out. Here comes a level 5 Caterpie. Oh, you better
I'm
watch
gonna
out.
get ya.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, watch out. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to get serious. Here comes my Onyx.
But if I were to do something a little bit more, I guess
Yeah.
serious.
So let's say you're the tutorial gym, and everybody loves kind old Mr. New and his team of Pokemon. But
Yeah.
like Team Rocket is like, hey, we're gonna take your pokes, and like you get the one eye glow, and you're just like,
Yeah.
well,
my strongest one, get this, because I'm a fighting gym, as I've talked about.
oh yeah, you're a fighting gym.
Yeah, and like all my guys that help train out around, it's like a Mankey, a Machop, and like I feel like you gotta have like one tough one, so one single form fighter.
Yeah, that's what I mean as like the big showstopper.
Gosh, can't stop talking. I guess I would go with Heracross.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yes. That's the correct answer. You did it,
Yeah.
Rob. You solved my riddle.
Oh, fuck.
I think Heracross is just such a fun bug boy, and I already love
Heracross
bugs.
is just great to have around.
Yeah.
I saw a clip from one of the newer seasons of Pokemon where a Heracross saves a Pinsir,
Yes.
and then the Pinsir looks at him, and like suddenly the Heracross has like big Bishojo eyes, and he's like Heracross, and she's like, oh, she's like smitten. It's beautiful.
Wow. Okay.
Heracross is a great Pokemon. I love that dude.
Sardines is finally asleep.
Well, we made it, everyone.
He's curled up.
The storm is over for now.
A little ottoman underneath my desk.
I am the storm that is approaching.
What?
The Virgil in Devil May Cry, that's his theme in Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I get it now. I understand.
Yeah, you understand. What about you, Cobb? What was your Pokemon gym?
It's a fire type gym, if I recall.
That sounds about right.
Well, the best one is your showstopper is the centipede.
Yeah, Cinescorch.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
The centipede with the mustache of fire. Yeah.
Oh man, I was so happy because like for the longest time the only fire bug was the moth. That was only in like was in black 2. Like you could find them in black and in black 2, but only like the evolved form. It was so frustrating because I really wanted a
Larvesta.
yes.
Yeah,
I really
the base
wanted
form.
to have because something you guys may not know about is I am a bug trainer. Straight up.
Bug trainer at heart. Didn't you do a full playthrough as a bug trainer?
Every game since
Every game.
Soul
Wow.
Silver, I have done as close as I can a full bug run.
You know what? It's become more and more feasible with every generation.
Yeah, now it's like too easy.
Yeah.
I can
There's
actually
really
like.
strong bugs out there.
It's not like a struggle anymore. It used to be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get through like with a
Yeah.
Butterfree and
I got to get my status effects on early.
yeah, where it's basically just like okay, get psychic and get confusion and like
Just fucking coast
sleep
as far as you
dust.
can.
and then just like try and nail that, and then also have like a Beedrill who's pretty good, and then eventually I'll get a Venomoth, and then here's praying I can one day get a Scyther.
Yeah. Oh boy, Scyther was the big prize.
Yeah, he was the real tough one. I hate the Safari Zone so much.
Oh yeah.
What
You
an
hate
infuriating-
it?
Hated it. What an infuriating process.
That was
Grow
always so.
food.
That was the most stressed I had ever been up until that point in my life.
Food
was
makes
like-
them like you, but then
Yeah.
they are harder to catch.
Ooh, it's a
Throw rock,
gamble.
They'll just run away. They'll run
And
away
I'm just-
immediately.
Yeah, all my friends were like, "Yeah, it's a gamble," and I was like, "Well, my mom told me gambling's a sin." I always listen. I was never a fan of Pinsir.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I
Like-
also think Pinsir's pretty lame by comparison.
yeah. I mean, like, Pinsir's not like weak,
right back,
and
guys.
I think he looks cool. All right. I think he looks cool. I
Yeah.
really like Mega Pinsir, but yeah, he's just I don't know. Scyther's right there.
Well, Pinsir's just kind of bland compared to Scyther.
Yeah, exactly.
Scyther has sword hands. Pinsir, listen, as soon as Heracross came along, Pinsir was done. You know, they could get rid of
Yeah.
Pinsir.
Yeah. Which makes me feel guilty. Poor Pinsir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish I loved Pinsir because again,
Yeah,
like,
but also Scyther can learn False Swipe, which leaves them always with 1 HP, and is my
Yeah.
go-to move for catching.
he becomes the ultimate catcher. It's true.
Yeah.
Damn.
He always goes first because he's
Yeah.
so fast. I think only Gengar's. That's probably not true anymore. There was a time when Gengar was the only one who was faster than Scyther. I should say that.
Yeah. I mean, you can also. I think he's got like a move that makes him. Oh wait, no, he's got Tactician, which like doubles the power of any attack that's like under 70% power or something, or under 80. So then you just get like that and Sword Stance, and then like any slash attack, and it's just like destruction. That's so
Yeah.
good.
Man, Swords Dance.
And then you can get him. Then you can be Caesar. You can trade him up. so he gets even more powerful. But then he's
And then
metal.
Mega Caesar, his claws turn into chainsaws. Yeah.
Yeah. God, that's so good.
Which, listen, I know they're not really chainsaws, but they look like chainsaws, and that's the important thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ah, why isn't there a proper chainsaw Pokemon yet?
Why not?
They sh-
There's that
they
little
sh-
dog from Chainsaw Man. Let's make him a Pokemon.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Have you read Chainsaw Man? I've heard it's
I have
really good.
finally started Chainsaw Man because after finally watching all that's available of Jujutsu Kaisen, I was like, wow. And people say that Chainsaw Man is better than this, so here I go. And you know what? It's pretty good.
Ooh.
Rob, it's pretty good.
I've heard it's really good. I have not
Yeah.
indulged yet.
There's this bomb girl. So, you know I love a good henshin.
Yes. Isn't
Um,
hers like pulling a choker pin?
Yeah, she pulls a pin out of her choker and then her head explodes and then she is her like bomb form.
Amazing.
It's great. I love it. I love it and I love her. And there's also Power, who is just an incredible woman. I think she's great. Really go to bat for this terrible demon girl. But yeah, it's real fun. Real fun.
No,
Highly recommend it.
I gotta check it out.
Cameron, did you watch Ultraman Z? I really wanted to, and I still need to.
It's good.
I watched a few episodes. I did watch the RKO.
I think it might be my favorite Ultraman so far.
I really liked what I saw. It was really fun. The characters had a lot
yeah.
of fun with it.
It's very like it maintains kind of like a jovial, kind of goofy, fun tone throughout.
Yeah.
Characters, I love any characters that are kind of like down on their luck as an archetype. Just like
Yeah.
they're just like the joke, like not funded at all military branch.
Yeah, they remind me of there was in Kamen Rider Drive. There is a special police division dedicated to supernatural phenomena.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, and it's treated that way.
I do like how like also the friggin' fight choreography is so
Yeah.
good. I mean, like
I have loved every time. But my favorite Ultraman thing that they've been doing lately is having a fight with human-sized characters in the foreground, and then the
Ooh.
giant-sized characters in the background.
I think they do a lot of that with like that perspective stuff. But one of the things that makes it so good is they have this like really low angle camera at the actors like ankles, kind of moving around as the suit actors are punching each other, and they'll do that with miniatures in front of the camera. So you'll have scenes where like the camera is literally in a car that is getting hit and knocked away. So the car is flipping around, but it's a little tiny model car. Oh, it's so good.
There has been, across all of the big three tokusatsu in the Reiwa era, some just incredible cinematography. There was one fight in Kira Major specifically that I'll try to find, but like the camera follows the guy and he does this like somersault and the camera like rolls with him. It's really
Ooh.
cool.
I think I liked the Ultraman stuff the best because there wasn't a lot of like one of the things I dislike about what I've seen of like Reiwa or like modern like Heisei and Reiwa writers. Admittedly, I'm right now only watching Kamen Rider Black. I've only seen a handful of episodes of the original, and that's like my context. But I don't really like how they just add so many special effects to the fight scenes in modern Kamen Rider to the detriment of like literally there's no choreography. It's just like a character punches their fist and then like they CGI like a weird energy aura around them and then slide them forward 10 feet. and then have them punch the enemy. And it's just like,
Yeah, I
you
know
know,
what you mean. They
there's
get way too comfortable with that.
yeah, and the fact that like it seems that most of the fights look like that. It's like this looks so amateur, and I'm sure that it's supposed to represent like that Dragon Ball Z, instantaneous, instant transmission fighting kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it looks bad in real life, and I don't care how fast they are. I care how fun the like punches and kicks look, and I care about how cool the suit looks. And if you're
Yeah.
having a character teleport and like be covered in an After Effects image, like you can't see how cool the suit looks or how fun the choreography looks. So it's just a huge missed opportunity for like modern, Kamen Rider. But Ultraman Z is so good because it just like it hangs on the characters swinging and punching and fighting, and then does fun camera tricks to show them kicking and punching and fighting still.
Yeah. Yeah, I only saw a few episodes of Saber, the new one, the new Kamen Rider,
Yeah.
and it looked. They did more like they put the effects on the sword slashes themselves, and only for like the big finishing moves.
Okay.
But yeah, I know what you mean about like too much effects, just making it look kind of whatever the actors are doing gets lost in all
Yeah.
the CGI explosions.
Yeah. Zero, 1, and Build are recent series that had good fights. So like Kamen Rider 01 and Build, are those
Kamen
what you're
Rider,
talking about?
yeah, Kamen Rider 01 and Kamen Rider Build. Kamen Rider Build, this is not. I feel very confident saying this. Kamen Rider Build is the best Kamen Rider series of the Neo Heisei era.
Oh.
Kamen
Wow.
Rider Build is an incredibly well put together show with really cool suits, really cool fights.
Okay.
It has
Oh.
this whole like science and invention gimmick. The guy's first rider kick,
Yeah.
he gets sort of elevated on a graph that gets projected into like space in front of him, and then he slides down this like sine cosine slope and slams into the. It's just so fun.
Okay, that's goofy. I like that. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's really great. Yeah, Build was absolutely incredible. It starts out really goofy and fun, and it hits on some real serious stuff. And it's so easy to get so attached to these characters.
Oh boy, some of these suit designs are real busy.
Or are you looking at the GIF
No, I'm just looking at some random pictures from Build.
from Build? Yeah. Look at Kamen Rider Grease. Grease was my favorite.
Rider Grease.
Yeah, it's I think a lot simpler. It's very gold.
I mean, it's gold, but again, it's busy. There's a lot going on here.
Well, Rob, I
Shoulder
don't know what
pad-
to tell you.
There's he's got a weird alien breather
Oh,
device.
Gaim was also very, very good. Gaim was written by the writer of Madoka Magica.
Oh.
Yeah, and it takes a similar sort of like, you thought this was going to be a fun adventure, but oops. The monsters you've been killing are actually the no, I won't tell you because it's more fun to
be shocked by it.
yeah.
Okay.
The current Ultraman host has in Ultraman Trigger the guy's like, I want the world to smile.
Oh, I've heard someone posted today a drinking game that's every time someone says smile, take a drink.
Yeah. It's like you know how in the CW Flash they just started basically chanting "Run Barry Run" every
Run,
episode?
Barry. Yeah.
Like
Run,
that's
Barry, run.
how
This
did that
world is
show?
not meant for you.
That show is oh god. I watched a video that said it would explain to me why it was so bad, and like it says why it's bad, like what is bad about it, but I can't understand how it got so bad. Like I posted a thing on Twitter a little while ago about like why can't CW just be like, well, this isn't working, we need to end it, instead of just like we're gonna slash the budget on this show, but keep it going, and we're gonna keep slashing the budget every time ratings drop, and ratings are gonna keep dropping because the show is getting less and less put into it.
We're gonna see how low we can
Yeah.
make the episodes for.
These shows
As a
just
bit.
bleed to death.
I mean,
Like
well,
they
it's-
just slowly die over the course of years.
But it is sad because like, you know, I mean, and they do it to all of their shows. They basically just like run everything into the ground. To the
Yeah,
point
they
where-
just run it as long as they can until the show just falls apart.
I mean, to the point that I think it's part of the gimmick to make money is like, look at how bad this show is. Please watch.
Yeah, and but part of me is also is like some of the shows are so hilariously bad. It's like there's no way
Yeah.
that these writers could be doing this on purpose.
No, I mean it's a bit. It is. On
I don't
purpose.
know. I feel like it's trash that is too well. It's like I would never believe if Neil Breen revealed that he was intentionally making bad movies, I would be shocked. Like
He had
Neil
some
Breen
awareness.
is like he is doing his best, and that's part of what makes his films so incredible.
Yes.
Like whenever people try to make a bad thing on purpose,
Yeah.
like it very rarely works out.
I mean that's true.
Yeah, like when you try to make something bad to be funny.
The one time I've seen a purposefully so bad it's good movie was Velocipaster.
Velocipaster is a fucking human achievement and
It's
should be in the
so-
Smithsonian.
It seems like they were trying, but they were trying to have fun, if that makes
Yeah.
any sense.
They found the perfect balance. And I need to look up that actor's name because the guy who actually plays the Velocipaster fucking commits just when he needs to. He does everything fucking perfectly. Like he should win an Academy Award for Velocipaster. It's absolutely he did such good work in that movie.
Ugh.
Here we go. Greg Cohan, that's his name.
Oh.
Um,
I mean, to be fair, there's only so many villains you can make to fight a super speed character, right?
yeah, but also no, because there's
No.
plenty of villains to fight the Flash. They're from the thing
Yeah.
about the Flash and Arrow being bad shows is that it's not even like you guys run out of ideas. Like there are like 50 years worth of ideas for you to pull from.
But now, in the more dramatic current shows, can't tell if Kyle's back or
I
if
am back.
the game just okay. The game unpaused itself.
The game was like, "Oh, fine, I'll do it myself."
No more. Yeah,
So-
Velocipaster. Check it out.
Yeah,
I don't
Velocipaster is an
even
incredible
know
movie.
What you're talking about as far as Flash and Arrow go, but I just like, yeah, okay. So I used to be a big proponent for them. I used to watch them all the time.
Yeah, because for a
and-
couple seasons they were good.
well, yeah, it's that, and then it's also like, okay, so Arrow. One of the biggest things that Arrow had a problem with wasn't that it chose the wrong villains. Honestly, the villains were not ever the problem with Arrow.
Yeah.
It's that Arrow for a while had a real problem with identity, where they kept trying to just make him Batman.
Yeah.
And so like they used Ra's al Ghul, and they basically just adapted like a Batman storyline. It was like, okay, well wait, like I don't mind Ra's al Ghul being the villain. Like in fact, they didn't do
But
a
yeah, but
terrible
like,
job
why?
with
If you
it.
guys wanted to make a Batman show, then just make a Batman show.
Right,
Like,
but
why
they
did?
weren't allowed to. That was the problem.
Oh, so instead of being like, well, we'll just pivot to a Green Arrow show, they're like, no, we're gonna turn Green Arrow into Batman.
There you go.
Exactly. Because I mean, obviously, the greatest season of Arrow is season 2 for certain.
Yeah,
Where
that's
with,
the
Deathstroke.
the Deathstroke and
Hell
Mirakuru
yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
that stuff is
good
fantastic.
stuff.
So
Man,
I mean, it's
The
hard.
drop
And
in
then-
quality between season 2 and season 3 is astonishing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here's the thing. I keep seeing clips of the state of the Flash series,
Oh my
and I can
god,
say
dude.
with absolute certainty that like it's now a very Rob show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's worse than it's ever been, and it is hilarious. It's probably like Riverdale at this point, where anyone watching is watching to laugh at it.
Yes.
Everyone, there are 100. The main cast is like 100 characters deep, and they all have superpowers now. Even if they didn't before, they got superpowers. They took the like medic of the team, Caitlin. She's Killer Frost now.
Yeah. Which,
Except
she was
she
Killer
was-
Frost.
She
like,
was
the whole
Killer
time,
Frost,
but-
but then Killer Frost was her own person, and now Killer Frost is in a different body. They redid her origin story like 3 times. Like,
Amazing.
that's the thing with these shows is that I think it has to do with I figure that CW must treat their writers' room as like, I don't want to say sweatshop, that's too harsh, but like a factory.
Yeah.
Like, I need 5 stories on my desk by 5.
Yes.
And like, so they are they can't have the time that they need to form a long-term story,
yeah.
but they are still expected to do something crazy shocking. And so they've gotten to a point where they're like, listen, we cannot, if we're going to stay on the schedule that we're on, then we can't afford to care really about storytelling. So if we do something shocking this season, then we'll just undo it next season. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, that's what has happened with every single CW show.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, like,
Even,
characters will go through character growth, and then that is just undone in the next episode.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
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 I mean, listen, as a Supernatural fan, like, I get it.
Yeah.
I have been there. I've been on the receiving end of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's no fun.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard, man. It's really hard.
Listen, I'm not gonna pretend I've had an easy life.
Look, because it's like, because once again, I'll still stand by. There is still some good Arrow and good Flash seasons, like for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
But
I'm not
as
gonna
they
sit
go
here and
on,
try and, like,
They get worse and worse and worse.
yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go, guys.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it froze.
Oh
for me.
no!
Oh, I can't see anything.
Oh,
Oh,
it is-
no!
Oh wait. Uh
It's another one? Oh, it's a big
Wait,
one.
this is
oh,
what
it's
they're-
one's big.
oh. He's a big one.
This is it's a red one. No.
Oh,
no,
no,
thank
and your
you.
gravity suit just unequips itself and runs away.
This is
Wow.
the Omega Metroid.
Oh, okay. So this
Oh,
is like
my.
their final evolution.
Yes.
Okay. It's so weird that it goes from like a floating little brain thing to a big giant xenomorph. Kaiju.
The same could be said about us,
Oh, yeah, it's
about humans. We go from a little floating brain.
We start as
to-
butthole.
We start as a listen. We start as a butthole.
We start butt first.
Yeah, we enter the world ass first. And that's a fact.
Yeah.
You can take it from me, Cameron, your biology teacher.
You can take that one to the bank.
Take that one to the bank. That will be on the test. I heard something recently about the writer for Superman and Lois walking into the Flash writer's room and saying he was appalled. Yeah, so I thought it was interesting
That's
how
something too, like I heard Superman Lois is fantastic.
it's real good. You know why?
Why?
It is the only thing CW does is have it on their channel. Like, they are not in charge of anything. It is completely done by HBO Max.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, I love that little flippy there. That was
Yeah,
fun.
you're doing cool stuff here, Kyle. You're doing all kinds of cool moves. I'm proud of
Way
you.
to go, Samus.
Wow. No, this is Kyle doing it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, Kyle's. Did you say that you were playing with the motion controls strapped to your arms and legs?
Of course.
And you're just leaping around your living room? Man, if video games were like that, I could never play another one. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh boy. Oh, that's a big laser.
So, funny story about the Mega Metroid. You're going to see it again in the game as the final boss.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this true?
In Metroid Fusion, it is the final boss.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Oh, here he comes.
just a handful of this is, we're wiping out the Metroids, except there's still a few more. They're gonna
There's
keep coming
still a
back.
few. There's a lot of them.
Well, there's an explanation for them existing in.
No.
Yeah. There was another nest behind the refrigerator that you missed.
More like clones.
Oh, clones.
To be
Is there
fair,
someone
you're
cloning?
plugging a lot of DNA into a lot of holes right now. So
You're putting a lot of things into a lot of other things.
yeah.
I always say.
Oh.
All right, fellas. Oh, no, I'll wait until this fight's done.
Are you
Yeah.
about to leave?
After this fight.
Okay.
After you beat this boss. So no pressure.
Ow, fuck.
Goodness. Oh gosh. This is it. This is your moment.
Pew, pew, pew,
Ow.
pew. Oh boy, you got a lot of. Ooh, you ate a lot of laser there, huh? Pew, 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 pew. Man, the way that they bounce off.
So demoralizing.
Oh! Oh boy,
Oh,
Kyle, this guy's
oh.
giving you the business. Oh,
Got him.
Hey.
did you get him? You got him. What'd you get out of it? Some DNA?
Hell yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, there's only 4 left. Wow, you are pretty close to the end of the game.
You're
Yep.
pretty close.
Coughed myself dizzy a second ago.
Still want to
Oh my
protect
gosh.
them now.
Oh yeah, Rob, did you?
You
Well,
want
maybe
you still
they're-
want to protect them,
Cough
Rob?
yourself busy?
Well, maybe they're okay. I mean, like, listen. I mean, like,
I was about
tigers
to
are
fight a real
tig-
boss. Oh.
tigers are dangerous. You know.
Kyle, are you about to fight a real boss?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I do
Yeah.
want to see that.
One of the 3 non-Metroid bosses. I should say.
Ooh, okay, I do want
Oh.
to see that. Sorry, Mav.
You gotta have
Or-
a wait, man.
Mav, stick yourself down.
Oh, you gotta do a walkie.
I gotta do a walkie and then I'm gonna go to bed.
That's fair.
So I'm tired. I woke up early today. I woke up at 10.
What? Cameron.
No, I got up at 7.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna make a hilarious joke about how I slept real late, but actually I did get up at a normal human time.
Yeah,
To be fair, I am actually tempted to stop it like here, like instead of fighting the next boss.
Ooh.
Because like I don't think I'm gonna have the like time to beat the whole game tonight. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
like, that would be a pretty good place to stop because then I've got just like 2 bosses to go.
Yeah.
Little boss
Well, I trust your
runs.
judgment.
Dragging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I might just
Yeah.
get to this next good area and save spot.
That works for me because I've got work tomorrow and I also am tired, but
Yeah.
I didn't wake up at
The
7.
reason what took me so long is like I started feeling a little sick because I had some whiskey and apparently I didn't have enough in my stomach, so my stomach was like, oh, that was
Oh boy.
So
Yeah.
I could use just like going.
Oh, having a little
second.
Having a little hair of the dog.
Just lay down, have a snack, drink some water.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Have some
just
Pedialyte.
Get a big glass of water and then do that like drunk sip where you're just like taking a sip every like minute or so. Oh, my tummy.
Hey Rob, I got a medical question for you.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Dr. Rob. Why does Pedialyte taste so bad? Why does it taste like
There's
shit?
no
Tastes
no
like garbage.
There's no sugar in it.
Oh, I should add my own sugar.
No, I mean, so
Easy.
that's why, like, usually it's like, you know, if you're an adult, you're like mixing it with like Gatorade or something if you're really hungover.
Oh, mixing it.
Yeah.
I've taken it straight out of the bottle. That's a great idea.
I mean, listen,
I take it straight.
Most of my hangover tech comes from Nick.
Mhm.
Being that the Korea party life was real rough. But yeah, that's the trick I learned in college was Pedialyte is kind of gross. But Pedialyte
Let me-
with Gatorade.
Let me tell you guys a little secret.
It's Gatorade.
As of today, August 8th, 2021, I have never had a hangover.
Really?
I knocked on wood, not to jinx myself. I have been very careful. I have never wanted to have a hangover. They always seemed terrible, so I've always been real sure to get a good grease coat before I know I'm
Ooh,
going to
yep.
be drinking.
Start up. Yep.
Yeah,
You got a pregame.
You got a pregame. I have plenty of water breaks in between my beverages. And then as I wake up the next morning, have a big old bottle of water.
Ooh, yeah.
Big
Ooh,
old
yeah.
suck it down.
See,
Yeah, I've
like
had some
John
bad
Ramirez.
hangovers for sure. I had a pretty crazy college life for sure.
yeah. I didn't like. It's like that's the thing is like, I was never like one of those like regular hangover kind of people, but like I've definitely had parties where I went, I went
Did
down
you see how
hard.
many people we have on our stream right now?
No,
You should look.
it just shows me
6.
6. Is what it
Oh
says.
no,
Yeah.
we've got more than 6.
You got more than... Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh.
9,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
10.
Oh.
10?
We're telling our
Maybe
hangover
10 or
stories.
12.
it's just showing me 6.
Yeah, we've got quite a few more just
Okay.
watching.
Hi, everyone.
But
Just
anyway,
watching.
just
Just in time for us to...
yeah, I don't know how long they've been watching. I haven't checked, but thank you guys for joining us. We'll probably do another stream sometime this week at
Mhm.
night in the evening. Probably
Yeah.
try and get Rob and Cameron both on if I can.
It is fun when all of us are able to join and talk
Yeah.
about a game.
And well,
Talk
because
about
because right now with my work, like I'm actually off most evenings right now.
Oh.
So.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm not getting
Coincidence,
paid,
so is
but
Cameron.
that's unfortunate. But it should make it easier for us to like line up and actually meet up.
Yeah.
So I'll get with you guys and we'll figure out a day to stream. And it just won't be Monday night. Any other day other than Monday night, I'm free. So maybe Tuesday or Wednesday we can meet up.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm down. Yeah. Thursday night, I'm picking up Michelle from the airport. But other than that, I'm free. And
Sounds
Red's with my folks, so I don't really have to take the cats on walks. I just have to.
Well, like
Yeah,
I said, I
alright.
should be able to next stream should be the finishing of the game because I've got only 4 Metroids to get. I've got I've got to go back and get all the items and stuff because I am trying to 100% it.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
just
wow.
backtracking.
Oh, look at me.
later on.
I'm gonna 100% be... Oh, wow.
But yeah, so we should easily be able to beat the game next stream, and
Awesome.
It'll be fun. All right, guys, just keep a look on our Twitter for when we're going to meet up next. Or we'll post it on our Twitter and our Facebook if I remember. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.